нажал, вроде все на месте. Пум-пум-пум-пум-пум. И подвинемся. And we're live. Hello everyone. Hello Hypercat. Everyone, I mean in the future.
Yeah.
Alright, so since it's been a long while since I streamed this, I was like, what, 1 or 2 streams? I don't remember. Did I stream Crypt? I think I streamed Crypt additionally or something. But I absolutely don't remember, and I'm too lazy to look up what volume settings I put last time. And everything has changed since, so we're just gonna... I think to start with, I'm just gonna open to... What did I... Oh, yes. I wanted to put some people's heads on pikes. And then we'll go... I guess it would be ideal, probably, to start the regular campaign just to hear the volume of the cinematics, but at the same time, like... It's probably gonna be around the game volume if I set it 15, 10, 10, 10, 10, 15.
So what is this DLC?
So this is like an additional story campaign with other stuff. I'm kind of not like super certain on which parts were released separately for free. Like I think stage fatalities were released for free separately, while oh boy, this doesn't... Oh right, mouse works for this. While obviously the story campaign is part of this. I don't know if new stages are part of Aftermath or not. But the characters, the new characters, I think are all released separately. Then again, there's the 3 new characters, right? Shiva, Fujin, and Robocop, and I guess they are part of Aftermath? Because the previous DLC characters are also going to be in the story, which they weren't, of course, because the story happened before the characters were introduced in the game. Shang Tsung was kind of like here, cameoing in the Crypt cutscenes or something. But, so from the trailers, the new story will excessively feature Shang Tsung, Shiva, Sindel, Nightwolf, perhaps. Probably not like Terminator and stuff. Fujin, whoever. Alright, heads on pikes, let's see. So this used to be some bad thing where I had to do like 50,000 fatalities against people to get their head, and you put them on a spike. But I jumped into just like a couple towers, I think yesterday, and just doing a fatality or brutality on someone just gave me the head immediately. And I don't remember whose head I've got. Inventory. Is it gonna be... What's this? Oh, that's not that kind of head. So they're probably here some... Yeah, there we go. So a bunch of heads. Actually, like a lot of heads for some reason. I'm just gonna... I think I'm just gonna run past everything and see if I have a head for that. I don't remember what it gives. I think just a bunch of unlocks for that character. I wish I could put all these hearts somewhere.
Hey, champion.
Hello, champion. Wish I could put all those hearts, because it used to be like there are a set number of these. I forgot what they even were, like big chests, Chronicle... No, Chronicle Vaults are different. There was something around here. I think it was just like special big chests that required 250 hearts, I think. And the grinding in this game... Oh. So see, like, for whoever this is, apparently I still need... I am at 48 out of 25 fatalities. I guess it doesn't really work right with the save data being from really old versions. Yeah, champion, Fujin looked cool. Sadly, I kind of wish I was better at fighting games, but not to the extent where I want to actually learn. But if I was better at fighting games, I wish I could appreciate like the characters' styles more and like how they fight, because I feel like it adds to their characterization a little bit. But Fujin, he just looked cool, so you know, that's enough for me. Honestly, like 85% of all the costumes in this game are, for me, completely unlikable. Like they're crazy gaudy colors and accessories, but there is just like some really good ones amongst all that. But yeah, the grinding, man. Like, what the fuck is this costume for Sub-Zero? It's disastrous. I don't know. But at least I got their heads on pikes, I guess. Also, Liu Kang. I really want to have his default red pants, but for some reason when you have red pants, all his accessories, like the 3 items that you customize separately, they all have like pink highlights, and I'm like, So I have to give him yellow pants because I don't really want to walk around with like pink headbands and pink gauntlets, I guess. But yeah, I think I'm also kind of still salty about not getting the Cold War, aka Red Army skin for what's her name, Scarlet. Even though I bought it and I'm in Russia and all that, and I was meant to get that, but I mean it's not that big a deal, I guess. Right, that's enough. I put everyone's heads on, so we can leave. And I guess I'm just gonna wait at. Oh yeah, I wanted to check out. Apparently, Robocop video thumbnail. Apparently, he has like Mortal Kombat robot skins, so that's kind of interesting to look at. I'm gonna check that out real quick here. But yeah, the classicest that I could. Like, obviously, this I think this costume was released afterwards because I didn't have it by default. Sub-Zero the same thing. Raiden, I guess. Also classic costume here. Classicer than his usual ones. Like Sonya, Sonya put like MK3 costumes, even though they look kind of out of place in here. So Liu Kang has to have come on, load Liu Kang, yeah, like this. Because you see, like this I think this part and some of these parts, and I think it's the belts that the third thing, they all become pink for some reason when I give him a red pants, and that's horrible. What else? Kotal Khan, I think normal skin color. Yeah, completely different look from his renders in like cutscenes and whatnot. Who else was significant to Johnny Cage? I don't think I fiddled. I should fiddle with Shang Tsung and Nightwolf, but I guess it doesn't probably affect the story modes. They're gonna have costumes they have in the cutscenes. Cabal doesn't look like Cabal from MK3, but it's the closest to something cool I could make. There's the MK3 costume here. Yeah. I wish I could thing as his. Oh, that's. Oh, wait, that's the remake Robocop, right? I forget how he looked.
Not quite.
Ah.
It's kind of like slightly similar, but not quite.
I actually enjoyed the remake quite a bit, mostly for the scene where he just is being deconstructed or reconstructed, and he has his head and there's like synthetic lungs and nothing else, and he sees it and starts like hyperventilating. I thought it was like the coolest thing ever, and it was kind of missing in the original, but the original has just like the tone to it and all the great violence that the new new movie obviously lacked. But yeah, I
thought the remake was fine.
I don't
Everyone
hate it.
Apparently hated it.
Am I cutting out? Oh, I do have some dropped frames. Well, maybe sit on it. I mean, we'll sit on it a bit. That's why I'm not starting immediately. Yeah, I usually don't hate on remakes of movies by default. Oh, that's cool. That's just like him in a robot helmet and otherwise just like slightly... Actually, robot feet as well. And maybe the robot hands. Can't really tell. Hello, Hazmati. My hair is missing. I'm sorry. Oh, they do. I guess if you... I mean, I've not read, so I wouldn't recognize. Maybe it doesn't actually have, like, MK robot skins, because... Maybe I thought this... Yeah, this looks kind of like MK robots because of the thing hanging from his belt. So I guess this would be, like, Sector-ish? That's cool. Robocop's cool looking. Of course, I would probably still pick the default. I don't remember if I had the Robocop action figure in my child. I feel like Robocop was one of the action figures I actually owned from somewhere. I may have found him like somewhere by the roadside somewhere, and I don't remember if he could actually move. He might have been able to move just a little bit, but I just remember liking every like part of it, of him, and how they were designed. Ooh, that's. But yeah, with some of these characters, I just want to stick with the default and not from it. Let me just briefly, yeah, noob, I guess this is the closest to original noob I could put. Maybe he has a proper, like, classic, let me check if classic, thing. Oh yeah, he does now. I guess it gives, oh no, the helmet's separate, right, so this would be probably the noobest of the noob. Yeah, I want to just see Nightwolf. Shang Tsung, I think I watched. Yeah, this is the movie. Kind of, not really. I think the leather jacket is movie-ish. I'm gonna put that. So I guess just oh, and in the crown, I guess that's related to the DLC story because we know some parts from trailers. Yeah, you don't even have access to all Shang Tsung off the bat. Interesting. I also like his the yellow default yellow black costume because it's like a new take on. What's the sound? A new take on his weird ever-changing costumes from the old games where they couldn't settle on how make him look cool. What is my Shao Kahn look? Hello, Luis. Yeah. Well, I mean, when's the better time to go bald than the freaking kind of quarantine-ish situation we have where I don't really leave my apartment apart like every week the shop. Oh yeah, I gave Frost her like classic ninja costume as well. Even though I like the idea of her being a robot, I just don't like how she looks as a robot whatsoever. I guess Nightwolf's helmet's probably a separate thingamajig, like it's probably gloves, helmet, and or maybe like the belt emblem. Which might as well look like Mortal Kombat 3 Nightwolf. Maybe one of these. No, the Revenants. I guess this is kind of close. I don't actually remember if he had blue jeans or brown. I think he actually didn't have jeans at all. But by default I like Nightwolf because Turok, but I don't like his weird hat because it looks just kind of like plastic. Let's look. Yeah, hat, whatever the fuck this is, and tomahawk. So not boots and the thingamajigs. Let's see. Do I have a better shot? Yeah, immediately. It's not gonna influence anything, but I'm just gonna put a headband instead of the weird plastic hat. So, from what I know from trailers, like just a refresher, I guess. Yeah, exactly, Kazumate. A refresher on the original story of MK11, which, as you might remember, I was kind of like, so on. My favorite remains MKX, even though some people say that MKX is like a Snorfest, boring kind of story. I like that it moved forward, and I genuinely don't like time travel stories that are trying to be serious. And having time travel in MK11 pretty much just like completely destroyed all stakes for me, even though the stakes were still high, because there was a possibility of losing and not getting to, you know, redo things after you lost. But it still kind of felt like nothing matters immediately as soon as time travel is introduced. Like, otherwise, if someone dies or if something happens, I guess people can be revived with various means, but sometimes you can die for super good. With time travel, nothing really, but it's set up in the end for like a complete reboot supported by lore, but a complete reboot of Mortal Kombat that could give them space to maybe reinvent all the characters from scratch and have the same archetypes, but just like alter them or exchange some characteristics or personalities or some situations or something. I don't know. And that was really cool because I was looking forward to seeing what they would do if they would fully take advantage of that opportunity. Well, Luis, I'm in the Joker's here. I have the pass, so I get all the. I didn't play as any of the new ones. I mean, I didn't really play as anyone at first by default. I don't really play this game.
Show me like the Spawn alternative outfits.
Oh yeah, that could be interesting. I actually don't. Oh, he has a Deadpool. What is that? A Deadpool looking outfit that we saw there. So a lot of them are just like. But then you move, he has like a... Ooh, now he has a social distancing scarf. A bunch of different colors. I guess this is like more comic booky, smoother costume kind of thing. And then... I guess between these it's like there's still different colors. This seems like... Yeah, this is a kind of weirdly metal armored. Bunch of colors of that. And I guess that's it. Where was the Deadpool looking guy? This guy reminds me of Deadman from DC Comics. And I guess Deadpool might have been just like one of the color variations somewhere, like this guy. It's called Angel of Mercy. Does it have any... I guess it's not really Deadpool as much as just him being meaty red. Oh, this music sounds a lot like Turok 2 music. What was I? Oh yeah. So in the DLC here, and this is actually a nice detail. I don't know if they wrote this in like this since the beginning, or if they just took advantage of this detail. Because when you beat the like single player mode, the arcade tower, where you get this character specific ending, you know, the classic kind of Mortal Kombat single player experience, not the story mode. This here, classic tower, where you get character specific endings, some of which are stupid, some of which are pretty cool. Most of them are kind of boring in this game, in my opinion, because it's like, oh, I got control of all time, I'm gonna either fix this one thing or become the ruler of the world in a bad or a good way. And that's pretty much everything that happens with everyone. But in this, when you get to, what's her name, Bald Lady Chronica, you kill her in a different way from the story campaign, because like you punch her into the hourglass thing, the hourglass shatters, and all the pieces fly out and slice her to pieces, but she's still kind of alive, crawling for the crown that fell off of her. But then the pieces start getting sucked back into the hourglass, and one slices her head in half, and she gets sucked into the hourglass as well. And the hourglass, I guess, just fixes itself by sucking all the pieces back in. And then you're left with the crown, and the crown lets you control the hourglass and do the thing. But in the story campaign, Fire God Liu Kang, he turned her to crystal with her crown and shattered it with her crown. So even though he was going like, okay, I'm gonna rebuild the fucking time, let's go, with Kitana or Raiden, depending on if you lost Chronica in one of the rounds, I think. And Raiden got his like human eyes and all that crazy shit. And Kitana, he somehow managed to pull from the future, even though no longer, so it's really consistent. But the point was that that ending really didn't point the fact out that the crown was destroyed, and I don't think anyone ever noticed it, because it was kind of mentioned in the story that it was necessary to control the shit, but no, it was completely overlooked. And from the trailers of the story campaign that I've seen, it seems that Shang Tsung and all the DLC characters pretty much just pop in because the crown was destroyed, so the possibility of remaking the future actually vanished. And I guess somehow that preserved the future somehow still, and they're like, yo, this is no good, let's go get the crown from the future. Basically, let's get into it and let's see. Violator, that's the clown, or who is that?
That's the clown who also turns into that big monster.
I don't remember how the big monster looked like. I'm not really. I watched Spawn like 2 times, I think. One of them as a kid, one of them really long ago as well. I kind of remember what the big devil, Malbolge or whatever, looked like. Some weird ass gangly with a giant stomach. I don't remember if it had tits or not, but yeah. When Violator in my head immediately jumps to Shadow Man and the weapon in that game that you get, like the secret weapon that's like a super nail gun from Quake. Alright, I guess the volume should be okay. So this whole time I've been doing things. Is the volume right, people from the stream? Like, menu music should be kind of audible but not over my voice, and I guess I didn't really do fighting, but there were sound effects and they should be all like relatively leveled. So hopefully nothing was too loud or too quiet. What?
Check your connection.
Well, YouTube says excellent connection.
Okay, you were just buffering.
Oh. Well, YouTube says excellent connection. I did drop some frames since I checked last, but I don't think anything can be done about it. Actually, can I look at what server? I'm using the primary server right now for YouTube, so I know. Perfect. Oop. Perfect, even. Okay, well, I'm gonna trust the first responder, aka Lewis, on that. Head of sand. Well, I mean, I'm gonna move my head anyway, so maybe I should zoom out a bit more on the webcam so I have space to move. I think by default I wanna shift it a bit like this, because I tend to like center myself completely differently after a while. Yeah, I think for next stream I'm gonna actually, it's possible to do it right now, right here. I think properties. Oh shit. Yeah, I don't even have to adjust like the properties. I'm just gonna do this in OBS. Okay, I'm a bit smaller, but also probably not going to be super out of frame. Okay, well, yeah, nothing can be done. I think from since last time when I was worried about like dropping frames and whatnot, I've come to the conclusion that it's always YouTube's fault, so I'm not gonna worry about it too hard. Okay, I'm gonna play on. I think I played on very easy, and I will continue playing on very easy. I beat like the towers on medium, I think, and I think this like the story mode will gradually increase in difficulty to the point where it's actually going. Actually, you know what? Let's just normal easy. But I am super not into actually getting good at this game, so I'm probably gonna spam like one super move, and jumping kicks and uppercuts. Let's go on like normal easy. That's the highest. Well, possibly that's because HappyCat streams at the exact times on YouTube is good. Maybe I should go and look at the tariff plans and see if I can up. Oh yeah, here we go. We're just gonna turn her to crystal. There we go, with the crown. And the eyelashes somehow as well, very tiny details. And I think from what I've seen from the trailers, the canon variation of the ending is actually where he is gonna do it with Raiden, not with Kitana. Which is kind of odd, but actually probably preferable for me, because it just feels more appropriate.
Is finished, Liu Kang.
Lord Raiden.
I am merely Raiden now. You have proven worthy to take my place as the new protector of Earthrealm, once it is restored.
You honor me, Raiden.
The honor is mine, Lord Liu Kang. The sands of time are now yours to shape. It falls upon you to architect a new history.
The fate of all realms in my hands? Raiden, I cannot do this alone.
I shall advise you for as long as my mortality allows.
Ouch.
But have no doubt, you are up to the task.
I don't remember if you said it
Then
before,
together,
but it's
let us begin.
sad to think about. Even though Raiden is a huge fuck up, I like him. I don't want him to die of old age. Also, isn't Raiden a huge fuck up mostly because Kronika manipulates things that way? Because otherwise he will just like completely unbalance good versus evil.
Kang, before you doom us all.
Your soul is mine. Yeah, he just like randomly has Fujin and Nightwolf with him. Nightwolf has like a guitar or something or whatever that was on his back, or maybe some probably his tomahawk. Nightwolf looks good. Better than his default costume.
Nightwolf? Fujin? What are you?
Cease your magic before the hourglass shatters.
Even here at the dawn of time, you spew lies and deceit. We will not hear it.
In defeating Kronika, you destroyed her crown. Without it, you can't restart history. The hourglass will shatter. All realms will be lost.
Fujin, is this true?
Kronika's every action was taken to ensure her crown's preparation. She would not dare to restart history without it. How do you know this?
Kronika came to each of us. For our help, she offered places in her new era. For refusing her, we were banished to a void beyond time.
Oh, so you did refuse,
We could
okay.
observe the events leading up to your siege of the keep, but we were powerless to intervene.
Here's why we were not in the main game.
Killed Kronika. The void seal was broken open, permitting our escape via the hourglass.
If you know so much about the hourglass, how do you propose I reset the timeline?
With the crown.
Why didn't she do that to everyone else who
Crown is
opposed her?
destroyed.
Only in our present, not in our past.
And while I cannot restart history without the crown,
You can send travelers back into the current timeline.
see.
So it's not restarted yet, okay.
I must return to the moment before Kronika's defeat.
Or...
End that battle differently, so that her crown remains intact.
That leaves too much to chance. Kronika must never possess the crown. Otherwise, you cannot guarantee victory.
What do you propose, sorcerer?
That you send me into the past to steal the crown from my island before Kronika sends Cetrion to claim it. I'll then deliver it to Lord Raiden, and together we'll defeat Kronika. With the crown and hourglass under our control, we can restart history safely.
Why are we listening to this snake?
Can I pause for a
Because
second?
I
No, I
am a
can't.
snake who's toiled beside Kronika, learning her secrets. I know them. Do you?
He has a point, Raiden. Fujin, a word?
Has this Liu Kang ever interacted? I guess somewhere before MK... No, he died at MK9. He has never interacted with Fujin, has he?
How is it you conspire against Kronika? Did her promises of grandeur not suit you?
She wanted me to be her pawn, not her partner. She sculpted my entire existence to serve her, to collect souls for her crown. When my purpose was served, she betrayed me, casting me into the...
I really want to know if pressing escape will
Your
pause or
grievance
skip.
does not fool me, Shang Tsung.
Then trust that we have a shared interest in breaking Kronika's stranglehold on our destinies.
Inevitably, our interests will diverge.
Hello, Mike.
This alliance is temporary. Have no illusions otherwise.
I understand your misgivings, but it is the only way. But the risk, Liu Kang, will be rewarded. Say nothing to Nightwolf.
Oh, conspiracies.
We will proceed with your plan, Shang Tsung. I must stay behind to operate the hourglass, but Nightwolf and Fujin will go with you to supervise.
I welcome the assistance.
I will join you.
No, Raiden. I need your counsel here. Have faith in Fujin and
I also already missed. I guess Liu Kang is not
If I
going
have
back.
faith in anyone, it is you, brother.
Yeah, he and Raiden are gonna stay here like normal, but these fools are just gonna...
Time merger. You should have enough time to claim the crown before Cetrion delivers it to Kronika.
Your confidence is inspiring.
As the keeper
That sounded
of time,
sarcastic.
I am still a novice, Nightwolf.
May the Great Spirit protect us.
Man, why doesn't Nightwolf start with this skin? It's way better. Yeah, I forgot what I was going to say already. Oh, this looks cool. I want to see the same game in this. Honestly, I want to see the same game in all of the like Mortal Kombat environments in the other world.
You've suffered too long at this pretender's hands.
Why did this happen?
But I've returned, and I will save you from his madness. Only I can rebuild the Empire. All realms will tremble before me. Outworld will again be conqueror.
I'm really confused as to... I guess this is during the time merge... Yeah, because the stadium, you can see it's like different parts. So why is this going differently now? Or is... What's this happening in the main story? I don't remember exactly everything. Was Kotal saved by some... Yeah. I have very little memory of the exactness of like things, how they went in MK11. Yeah, I guess this kind of happened already. Yeah. I was just confused why they would just repeat this, I guess. Also, I don't remember which Liu Kang. I guess it's this Liu Kang from MK2, MK9, MK2.
Where's this boldness been?
So he still didn't have time to interact
Had
with
you
Fujin.
shown it before, I'd have had no need for Melina.
My sister was an unholy monster. Exactly like you, father.
First Mortal Kombat movie was great, Fossil Dude. Shut your trap. The Annihilation was kind of in when I say kinda, I mean really, but the original was really good. Maybe slightly ironically, but really good.
Immediately after the Time merger, yes? The battle between Kotal and Shao Kahn.
No, look.
I'm just trying to look at all the choreography and see if anyone's moving finally.
This is Kitana's battle with Shao Kahn.
Then we're almost out of time. We must escape quickly. Changing this battle's outcome could cause Cetrion to claim the crown earlier than expected.
And guarantee our failure.
Let's go.
Into the other stage. Whoa, violence! Yeah. Shang Tsung looked really surprised at that, or is it just me? He was like, oh no, the sewage collector notices things. I wonder if they're gonna use the underused characters a bit more, like Frost maybe? Did I say something to use that? I don't remember. If I said something that... Oh. Okay, champion, I cannot, my brain is 100%... What's the, like... 50 times... No, what's the saying for, like, when you have odds in XCOM? Like... 90% versus 10, but 100. So there was some phrase. I wanted to turn into a phrase of, describing how much activity my brain is having, but I have trouble remembering it.
You consort with Earthrealmers now.
His business is none of yours, Collector.
My business is collecting
Okay,
what Shao Kahn
it's gonna be a battle, and I'm gonna finally be able to pause.
pay handsomely for you.
I wanted to say about Shang Tsung that when he was like trying to propose his plans in the beginning, his expressions were very reminiscent of what's that game about LA Noire? Like, is he lying? I can't really tell. It's very subtle if he's lying.
These are indeed strange days. How do Earthrealmers profit by protecting Shang Tsung?
He shares our goal. Kronika's defeat.
You will be partners in death.
Okay, so turning off my brain thing, just want to say immediately, when it's a time travel story, that's kind of a default, but I still kind of want to understand like what's happening. Of course there's going to be like encounters with characters from different times and whatnot. That's going to be all really weird. Okay, give me like 2 moves that I can... Okay, that makes sense. Didn't used to be like this. I think it used to be like down, forward, low punch. Now we're going to use reflector. This is how it was, I think. Tomahawk swing, that's not going to happen. And charge. Okay, so I'm just gonna... Yeah, no, first... Okay, this is why I should have played on very easy. Ah! There we go, there's the tomahawk. Can I... Oh, it's Did I... Was it the uppercut or the actual move? No, I think it was the move. Though it looks really similar. Okay, I already forgot how the charge was. Was it this button? No. Ah. Yeah, I'm playing on keyboard now, but I'm just like really horribly bad at fighting games, and this game specifically as well. That's the fanciest thing I can do. Like the weird jump and uppercut thing. Like I forget to press block 100% of the time, pretty much. Okay, yeah, that's that. So I'm still yet to land the super... this hit. I need to like counter when someone's doing a high attack. I need to uppercut under that. I want to do that because I like it, because it does a lot of damage, but also there is a thing. Can I Not
Thank
pressing.
you,
Ah, shit. Well,
Spirit.
can't really read the chat right now, but it's kind of scary. Why couldn't you do that to the collector, though? Ah, okay, champion. I get you. I guess basically they're not gonna interfere in other things.
Defeated Shao Kahn.
He always had more ego than skill.
But it might be because Shang Tsung is trying to bullshit them because he really wants just to go get the crown.
Distracted.
And he doesn't care about helping anyone else here during the actual things happening.
No, we're already here later than we wanted to be. Let's go to your island now and take the crown. No detours.
I really appreciate the
Our rather
outside of
public
the
arrival at
stadium.
The Colosseum makes that impossible. Chronica's outworld allies will inform her of our presence. Go to my island now. We could be ambushed by Cetrion herself.
And our combined power won't stop her. We need help.
But whose help? We can't recruit any of our allies without
Shiva.
altering this timeline's events.
Shiva didn't do anything. Well, actually, she was kind of involved. She didn't fight anyone, but she kind of led her people.
Sindel,
Oh, yeah.
Sindel's a revenant.
who can be restored to life. And who plays no major part in the battles that lie ahead. We can safely recruit her without disrupting events. It's a tactic Chronica is unlikely to anticipate.
Can you just restore revenants?
She was Shao Kahn's empress.
I thought Quan Chi was required for that.
In evil.
Because he had her bewitched. Returning Sindel to life will restore her original, more heroic self.
This is weird.
And if we fail, the
He might be
Citadel
lying.
I knew wiped out most of Earthrealm's champions in a single
I think
battle.
he's probably lying.
Nightwolf hadn't sacrificed himself, she would have killed them all.
And that is the power we need to assure victory against
Because
Cetrion.
everyone thought she was like originally good, but the ending to her ending in this game
Easy. Anything
apparently
we can use Earthrealm's genes
makes it canon that she was always evil.
body. But to break Quan Chi's spell and
Uh-huh.
revive her soul, we will need access to Outworld souls.
And that's why the new stage is there, or maybe vice versa.
You have a different plan, Nightwolf? A better one?
One hint of betrayal, sorcerer, and we will finish you.
Honestly, champion, in a way,
Start.
it could be.
To
I forget
acquire the Jinsei.
what he said exactly would happen if they interfered, but I feel like, first of all, he could. I mean, it's 90%, I think, probable that he's just lying to them because he really wants to just speedrun. But it could be that, like, all the events that led to Liu Kang and Raiden and all that ending up in the past, if anything changes, they don't do that, things might get completely fucked.
Shang Tsung, Fujin, Nightwolf. All
I guess
were
it's
seen in
already
the
late for that.
Colosseum. How is that possible?
Man, Frost looks terrified.
It should not be. Those cast into the void do not return.
If Shang Tsung were to
I am aware, Garrus. Take Frost and find them.
Yes, more Frost.
We must discern from when and whence they came.
So the point is that them being free is depending on Liu Kang having won the real game story, the original game story,
That will be sufficient.
right? So if they change anything, he might not do that. And even though they would not care,
Leave. I'll stay behind to secure the
I don't know if they would just be completely
Your aid
like,
is not required.
removed or something. Yeah, Shang Tsung, he should be in LA Noir. But he looks cool. Hey, there's the Crypt guy. I just played as him a little bit.
Excellent. Who knew the Shaolin was so diabolical?
From you, that's high praise.
Take the stick, bitch.
Indeed.
But yeah, I guess it's already been altered and they haven't vanished. Maybe it wasn't altered in a way that would have interfered with the... Oh, hi.
Come. Chronica is keen to question you.
Interfered with the events, because Garrus and Frost might not have been doing anything in this stage. But I think it's just Shang Tsung lying to them, because he just wants to get the crown for himself, obviously. Because, like, what else would he want? And he doesn't want to stop and get sidetracked by going along with the other two goody two-shoes trying to help people. So am I gonna still be playing as Nightwolf? This is gonna be the classic 4 fights per character kind of thing. Oh. Not bad. But the robots have that much flesh inside them, as we've all suspected. That tear texture was repeating.
We've seen it. Join us on the right side of history.
The only side is Chronica.
In engine.
My place in her new era is
I wonder if they could have afforded to make all the cutscenes run in engine. I guess the environments would be kind of heavy. Can I? Yes, I can. Okay. I don't remember what ultimately happened to Chronica. I guess she was just kind of like defeated and... Motherfucker! Would have been flawless. I guess Nightwolf's bow thing is really, really slow. Yes, there's the... I forget what they were called, the like super hits. I wonder if he can do that on Wake Up. I also wonder if I can follow... Yes, I can, okay. Yeah. You know what? On very easy I can kind of afford to see if I can like discover some strings or some shit. I would never... Oh shit! Accidentally. Also, the throw... Oh wow, that was quick.
Nothing is assured, Frost.
The throw, like counter throw is really... I really hate it because somehow it's gonna throw you and it's different buttons to counter depending on that. It's like all mind games. But I feel like the timing is strict enough. I guess maybe like really good players can react fast enough anyway. And they probably think about what the opponent's gonna do all the time, so they kind of have an idea where they would have thrown you.
Is he finished?
But I'm not sure. I don't really understand the mind of a professional, really good fighting game player. So to me, I would unite the counters to throws in both directions, because like reacting in time is hard enough. Remembering what button to press to counter, but that's just like me being really bad at fighting games, and this one particularly. Also, back to something, I think Champion you said it earlier, that, yeah, interesting, but also ends on an interesting note. Because, oh hi, there's... I read accidentally somewhere, I think in some comment somewhere, that apparently the story just changes nothing, and it's just like, hey, these things also happen, but the outcome is the exact same as if it hadn't happened. The exact same lead into the next possible stories as the MK11 ending would have left. Was Garrus's thing always like kind of heart-shaped? I guess it must have been. Man, I have not spoken out loud in like months. Actually, no, my dad sometimes phones me, or I phone him for some questions.
I have fought. You are the fiercest.
It must be why the Great Spirit chose me to wear the mantle.
You are also anomalous. No one has ever escaped the void.
Imagine how much less hard drive space this game would take if... Oh shit, I was doing the wrong inputs there. If it didn't have all the pre-rendered cutscenes, because clearly some of it they can do in engine. I guess it's just like the big-ass environments, and when there's armies of tons of people, it's probably completely impossible to pull off, especially on like consoles. Forward? Oh, I guess he is pulling me in. I didn't notice that. I want to just do this. I forget what... Oh no, that's a throw. Well, never mind. I guess space is interacting in my current setup. Yeah, just do that a little bit. For no good reason. Why do I some reason I keep trying to do the high kick. I guess it's, yeah, it's still, in my mind it's high kick, low kick, high punch, low punch, not like front and back punch or whatever it's called nowadays, or 1, 2, 3, 4. So the dash forward is like back forward A, aka low kick, but I keep trying to do it with high kick, even though it has always been the low one. I think? Unless I'm mistaken, it was high in the old. Some of these inputs, they kind of have changed arbitrarily, but some are exactly the same as in like my SNES memories. Poor Garrus as well. How did Kronika just make him? Or,
To buy us time.
but now he's just like
Of him before he recovers.
constantly has to die and suffer other shit and come back and turn himself Kronika. I guess he's very devoted, so maybe she made him.
Fujin, summon the wind.
It might take him longer to recover if he's just like split into particles. Or they're just sending him like to bumfuck nowhere. And he's gonna grab. Oh, okay. Would have been really weird if that somehow managed to pull him in.
Chaos realm.
Ooh.
Havoc will keep him entertained.
Oh.
Let's get to
What
the
if he
Netherrealm.
closed the portal
Running out of time
before
fight
his
them down.
arms were sucked in?
Good question, actually. Half of... I guess maybe the... Garrus would like... arbitrarily pick which part of him is the real one and just like grow the rest from nothingness. And the other would just like kind of be there or... like disintegrate into sand and shit. This is fucking MKX style. I guess no, it is after MKX, but
Sign of Sindel.
Not entirely unexpected,
really
given that she did not aid in the keep's defense.
familiar scene.
What was her role then, if she is such a formidable weapon?
Sindel Revenant was in this scene in MKX that this reminds me of. And they were like riding on horses with Quan Chi and whatnot.
Is it possible that... Great Spirit,
What is it?
my Revenant,
Ooh.
he is close.
The Great Spirit cannot save you.
So the Revenant has that dumbass helmet. Since when did it do that? I guess it's just like demon power. I had 3 fights with Nightwolf, yeah. Should be one more?
Take them to the Bone Temple.
And bone them. But maybe it's different. I guess it will say chapter 2, someone else.
Nightwolf. Shang Tsung. Nightwolf. Shang Tsung.
Kind of raining outside, I think. I hear the rain.
Are we?
Peter Patter.
Shinnok's Bone Temple.
Oh yeah, the stage was my favorite music track, I think. Or one of them.
Raiden's violence against our lord will not go unavenged, Fujin.
You should put this in the...
Prepare to pay for your brother's sins.
Alright, throw the Jinsei flask at her. Oh,
Sindel.
hello, Roller.
Look well. Death becomes you.
I am become the...
Always the charmer, Shang Tsung. I will enjoy feeding Lord Shinnok your soul.
Apparently dropped a bunch of more frames since last time I looked, but eh. My connection... YouTube says I have excellent connection, so I don't care.
But you, Nightwolf, you get the privilege of suffering most. Only the best will do for the man who killed me.
I should have saved you. Hopefully we will today.
with this knife. So the thing with Sindel, and Tabmok made a good video on that, is that it's only her ending in this game that retcons her being actually always evil, and it makes a lot of things from the past games completely make no sense. So I'm curious if this story will make it so that she is actually not evil, or which way is it gonna canonize it?
I'm not going to kill you. As Raiden said to Lord Shinnok, there are fates worse than death.
Get. Wow, that arrow. Okay, good. That's really Turok, isn't it? Yeah. Also, I think this music is... Is it the normal music for the stage? I'm pretty sure it usually had them way more like... Oh no, there's the part I remember. Which sounds a bit different. Okay, I want to put your head on that spike. Oh, hi. There we go. I also want to fuck you up with this. I'm gonna save you, Sindel. Yeah, there's the part that sounds a bit like Binding of Isaac or something. I just love doing that combo. I'm gonna spam that. Wow, I got some Kano skins or something there.
I can imagine few fates worse than yours.
So I'm anxious about which way they're gonna canonize Sindel's past, because her always being evil. I don't remember what makes no sense about it, but there's like a bunch of her being good in the later like PS2 games and all that kind of stuff. Speaking of which, I gotta go someday play the Armageddon campaign and the Shaolin Monks as well. Maybe this will get me more into Mortal Kombat back, because original MK11 kind of burned me out a little bit. Not that I didn't enjoy... Wow, Shang Tsung got a little bit burned. But the MK11, because it's just like made everything makes no sense. Wow, that... I said absolutely not what I wanted to say there. Also, yeah, I am paying attention to what they're saying, even though it's not important. Not made anything makes no sense, because that sentence by itself is wrong. But it made everything matter way less. So... And by introducing the whole, like, you know, the possible... They're gonna do the complete reboot of everything for next games. That by itself, that was interesting, but it kind of lowered my interest in the already, like, collected Mortal Kombat lore and stuffs. So for that, I was really, like, my enthusiasm playing all those older Mortal Kombats that I wanted to stream kind of like immediately. Or maybe I just burnt out on Mortal Kombat at that point. I'm not sure. It could be a combination. Okay, so I'm gonna see if I can... Okay, yes, I can. Did I check that? I don't know. It seems to do... Is it just me, or did that do just like... Also, I think this is my 5th fight by now. Maybe there's gonna be more fights per character in this, because there's less characters to do shit with. Because most everyone is busy in the main story. Yeah, what? What was that move even? Oh, I accidentally did that. That was not a combo, apparently. Spam. I wonder if someone's gonna appear like last time and is gonna be like, do something different from jumping kicks and uppercuts, Jesus.
Is not the answer. Shang Tsung, stop! We can restore him.
Oh, Shang Tsung is like... I guess they do, yeah.
No, Nightwolf. Shang Tsung must live.
Is he gonna fight Fujin now? Probably not. That was a really cool sequence. Shang Tsung completely just gotten wounded and regenerating like that. Is Revenant Nightwolf also getting slightly like deteriorated? No, yeah, I guess his face is more skeletal. And arms, yes. I have to wonder why they don't just like duplicate everyone infinitely and absorbing all of their energy over and over.
That should be your concern.
Both of you, please.
Did
We
it?
must make haste to the soul
Well,
chamber.
I guess there were more dropped frames.
Then let us hurry. And hope Shiva is as eager to aid us as I anticipate.
I'm gonna after this. They did nothing with Sindel. They just came here.
Your comrades to the soul chamber.
Yes.
Maybe they captured
Have you
her.
come from the future only to insult me? I am no sword for hire.
This request is far below your present station, Your Highness. But defeating Chronica depends on us reaching that chamber.
Why?
Because we must restore Sindel.
My Empress.
Let's remember evil Sindel, or I guess Sindel kind of fooled everyone into thinking she was good. I think in her ending she's like, ooh, I did all this, but secretly it was because I was evil. Yeah, they did get Sindel. Okay, makes sense. But yeah, after the stream I'm gonna just go into the freaking on live website and see if I can get a better tariff. You got to refresh that shit sometime because they introduce better ones. That's cheaper. Or maybe I should just get slightly better speed. I don't even remember what speed I'm supposed to have right now.
Together, Fujin and I can restore her to life.
Why? To make a slave of her, as Quan Chi did?
So that she can aid us against Chronica. But you have my vow. She will return free of all influence.
Fujin, I think,
Recall, you were bloodbound.
is the most anime of the Mortal Kombat characters.
I was her protector for life.
How it must have pained you when she died. That was not your fault. You could not save her then. Now you can.
Wonder how happy...
No. We must present this to Kitana Khan.
Oh, this has happened already.
Respectfully, Your Highness.
I guess, yeah.
If we approach Kitana,
Yeah, that was the...
Head off.
Kitana never appreciated my contributions.
Not
to
the first time everyone appeared in the Colosseum, but the
Replacing
second
her
time.
with an evil clone.
Yeah.
I slightly was confused on that, I guess. I think they mentioned it,
short, Queen Shiva.
but I didn't quite
You
understand it.
must act now and beg Kitana's forgiveness
Because I
later,
forgot how things went.
after restoring her mother. Will you help us?
What was I gonna say?
By concealing you from Kitana, I betray my oath to her.
I don't remember.
But my
Must
life
not have been informed.
belongs to Sindel.
Oh,
You will be recognized by Kitana's Imperial Guard.
Shang Tsung can just transform.
They won't take to me kindly.
Transform. Yeah, there we go. Oh, that was, I guess, okay.
That will do.
I wonder how happy the fans of movie Shang Tsung actor, how happy they are with how much he talks in this. Yeah, champion. I'm kind of like
We've made it this far. There's
I
a
kinda
stairway
miss-
beyond those doors, and at the top,
slightly different shape of her head, I guess. But she looks more like normal, I guess. In MK9, she just was kind of stupid looking.
Cowering at the business end of an outhouse. He picked a bad place to hide, and an even worse place to die.
Do these work? I guess the Barakas, the freaking what's their names? Shokan? No, Shokans are the four-armed people. The Tarkatans.
follow my lead.
I think they work for Kitana at this point.
Earthrealm is Shiva, and the coffin. What secret did you plan to bury here?
It is the Khan's business, Baraka.
We're equal partners, remember? The Khan's business is my business.
Oh yeah, this was a clip that was also released separately.
I know that scent. Smells like Shang Tsung.
Yeah, but Aaron Black, I guess he must work for Kitana as well, because like he just works for whoever's in charge. And this is...
How's that for strange bedfellows? What do you say we skip the preliminaries and y'all come with us quietly? We'll have a nice friendly chat with Kitana Khan.
I guess it's like Deadpool, but
Chat. We must get to the Soul Chamber.
Kotal's version.
And go on and get to it. But we're taking Shang Tsung. And that coffin.
Whoops. Now they actually care about a single person dying because everyone's being peaceful under Kitana.
My sincere apologies.
That was not gonna work. That bullet looked completely... So, I'm gonna reveal...
Tarkatans are all mouth and no ears.
I'm gonna reveal something about myself, as I know even less about ammunition than could be presumed. Because Hippocat at least knows it's like in Doom when you pick up a magazine it says clip, that's wrong apparently, right?
Yes, clip
Okay.
is a different thing.
Yeah, but when that bullet got split by the tomahawk, it looked completely like metal solid on the inside. Is that right? Or I was under the impression that bullets were filled with something inside, or are they actually like just like
No.
pieces of metal?
Bullet is just really like a piece of lead.
Oh.
A round is like the entire thing with the bullet on top, with the case and the gunpowder inside.
And it blows up in the pistol, right?
Yes.
And only the part that's completely solid whole just flies
Yeah,
out.
it flies out. And the case just, you know, gets ejected.
Makes sense. Yeah, okay. I understand. I guess that was pretty obvious, but I never even thought about it. Wow. Learn something new. Fucking Mortal Kombat teaches me. I guess Hippocat, with the, like, what's the word? Like, Mortal Kombat gave an excuse or a reason for Hippocat to teach me exactly how ammunition works. Okay, I played the Shiva Tower, so I know that she still has this move, and it does good damage, and can be amplified. I kind of forgot what her... Okay, I guess that's the... Gah! There we go, that... Thank you, Baraka, for just standing there. That can be amplified, but I don't exactly know what it does when amplified. But this thing is just still my thing as always, because it's just like, hey, use this forever, nothing matters. Not even as dangerous as I think it used to be.
I am the dragon. My fists breathe fire.
I guess they do. You're not wrong about that. Wow, I did a combo. 2 hits combo. Hell yeah. I knew that, champion. Most is about anime, right? Actually, I'm also gonna reveal some about myself. Because of the quarantine and sitting at home all day, I've actually started watching several animes. I'm not gonna say which ones. I'm just gonna keep that intrigue.
You speak when you
Are
should
they
listen.
all the shitty isekais?
They're... Okay, fuck it. Let me just... something like happening. So I've watched a bunch of shitty isekais while
I
acknowledging...
did too, there is no shame in that.
I'm acknowledging that they're shitty. One of them was like amusingly shitty on purpose, and I enjoyed it more than others. A lot of them were just really, really regular, and
Can restore her with the soul chamber.
it's like...
Hold up, Shiva. You're resurrecting Kitana's...
Okay, I'm gonna listen to that talk.
Whatever your reasons, this ain't a good look for you.
So fuck it. Let's just get into it. Snake thing. I don't even want to know about snake things. So, a couple good ones. 2 of them currently ongoing. I guess out of the ones that were finished or like currently not ongoing, there was only really one that I would consider really good. A bunch of and a bunch of like trash, but the trash is like in the process of watching it, it's kind of enjoyable, but it just leaves no impression whatsoever. Completely forget, they all blend together, but you just kind of like sit like this and watch it, like injecting directly into your veins just a little bit of like this, whatever the feeling is of watching that, which is like someone going like destroying everything. But after it's like, oh, that was trash. Why did I watch that? Okay, a couple good ones. And actually kind of, funnily enough, the ones that are currently ongoing that I'm watching, I think they're like, it's meant to be like isekai for girls or something, because they're very, like, both the like level of tension and action is pretty much zero in them, and just like the style of everything. So one is the second season currently going of something of a bookworm, Ascendance, I guess, of a bookworm.
Wait, there is a second season of the...
Yeah, it's like 7 or 8 episodes by now.
Oh, nice, nice.
Okay, and
I've seen the first one.
The second is kind of like, to me, the first one was more interesting, because the second really focuses, it's not a spoiler, she's in the church, right? That's really a lot about that, and it's really more boring than just trying to do the production in the first one. But I really, like, the first one was top. And the second is that the freaking, what's her name, like, Doom Flag, I was a villain, no, I'm a villainous thing, whereas like a heroine of a, like, dating sim for girls, and she's a villainess of that. And she thinks that she's just gonna die because the game's endings have her die, and she's just like casually sweeping everyone. It's funny as hell. But the other one is just kind of like pleasant to watch.
I have no idea what the fuck you just described.
I think so. I think it's called My Life as a Villainess or something as a villainess. All roads lead to doom or something like that. And basically, so like the classic premise of like, you know, someone dies, gets reborn in the world, but the girl who died, she played this like dating sim for girls, where it's like you play as a girl and a bunch of men, right? And she got reborn in the world of that's pretty much like that game, but she only remembered her past at like 8 years old, not immediately or anything. And from playing the game, she recognized that she was reborn as the villainess of that game who gets killed in the endings. And so she's trying to do things like change things to prevent any of those endings from happening. And she just doesn't realize how like every character from that game is like her harem now instead of how it used to be. And she just doesn't even know it. And it's funny. Alright.
Well, you just made me pleased that there is gonna be more shitty isekais to watch.
Good.
After this season ends.
Honestly, like these two I think are pretty alright. And I would say, like, I don't like the word wholesome, but they both are pretty wholesome. I enjoy them. And of course the one good one from the ones that I watched was Konosuba. You can't really get out of that. I didn't like Overlord. Was it Over? Yeah, I didn't like Overlord that much. And
well, Overlord, it just gets boring.
Yeah, it's like
the first season was pretty okay, but the second season was just fucking eye sleep. Yes, especially all that shit with the lizard man. It was like the ultimate fucking boring crap.
I kinda, like, I didn't mind it, but I thought it was gonna go somewhere, but it didn't actually go anywhere in the end. It's like, this happened. Only it took 5 episodes instead of 1. I think with Overlord I liked like the couple episodes in the beginning, and all the rest was like, why is this happening? Why is this happening this way? I'm annoyed at the main character. Why is he doing things this way? Why is he being like
know your place, Outlander.
roundabout about everything and whatnot?
Let's move quickly.
So ReZero was kind of weird. I don't know.
What in Argus's name is happening out here? Shang Tsung. I thought I saw you slither away from the Colosseum.
You always were perceptive.
We have no wish to fight, Jade.
Right, back to Mortal Kombat anyway.
Revenant. We can restore her to life, so she can join the fight against Kronika.
Please, Jade, we must enter.
You have yet to convince me.
So anyway, Hippogat, I think I'm gonna link you that one
The soul
that you
chamber
didn't
is
know.
occupied.
It's
Well, I can just look it up on my anime list.
Or
It's
you can, I
ongoing,
guess.
right?
Disrupting
Yeah,
it now.
it has the exact number of episodes that second season of the
Promise we
Bookworm.
will not disturb him.
Your promise
Every
is our
Saturday the
end,
same number of
sorcerer.
episodes is released for
We
both.
will not harm Kotal. As my ally, you should trust me.
I have not watched Shield Hero.
So much for a deed
I don't know
in
why I just mentioned that,
loyalty.
but I have not. Okay, I have fought Jade as Shiva in the tower, and Jade always likes to do the freaking like this thing when I guess she thinks I'm gonna do a fireball, but clearly I'm not doing a freaking fireball, so why does she just do the... Because that thing makes fireballs fly through her. And that move, like that come hither thing, is if you attack her during that, she like automatically counter. Whoop! What the fuck was that? Wow, that was completely wasted on that pixel of health. But yeah, you also can land on that from the Shiva's move and nothing will happen. But yeah, basically like with Overlord, I think it's like many things. I like the concept, but everything they do with the concept is not how I wanted it to be.
I don't think I've seen like a very good isekai that I would say like, yes, this is good. I think like all isekais are just kind of shit.
I think these two ongoing ones are good, and Konosuba is just like, mwah.
Well, Konosuba is just a comedy.
Well, yeah, but like genuine moments, of course, they are ruined by the end, but it's not like a complete just like nothing matters all for funsies, kind of.
Like it just in Konosuba, it kind of doesn't really matter that's isekai.
Yeah.
So it's not like really an isekai or anything. At
Well, I
least
mean,
it's
it's
the way I remember it.
It's the premise, but it stops mattering, I guess, when you've set up the characters that are going to be involved with everything. It stops mattering. But I guess in many of them it kind of stops mattering. Instead in Konosuba, the main character isn't like super strong or anything, but he's like smart and lucky.
Kotal.
I tried looking, because apparently I learned slowly about like the whole like light novel, all that kind of stuff that happens with animes, like everyone who writes these fanfics but not fanfics, and then they get picked up by studios and made into animes or mangas and whatnot. At least that's how I understood things. And apparently there's like way more in the light novel of Konosuba. And I was curious, but man, the translation that I found is rough. It's like the subtitles, but the worst style of subtitles that's like completely wrong, like sentence structures and everything, just unreadable.
I recall my captivity in your flesh pits all too well.
Well, yeah, despite talking, I am actually like perceiving what's going on in the game, but you know, the story here is a very light one story.
You need more time to heal.
I am strong enough to kill him.
So Kotal got his spine shattered, so he was sitting there recovering.
Sindel can live again.
Necromancy is forbidden. You have taken leave of your senses. Reverse the spell you have cast on them, sorcerer.
Do your work. I can hold Kotal.
Because I have many arms. I fought Jade last, right? I didn't fight Kotal yet. Because he was just doing things in this cutscene, so... I'm wondering why there was no fight there. Let me guess, champion, if Beastars is about animals or animal people, I already don't want it because I don't like animals and animal people. In any shape or form. Even if it's like Transformer animals. What was that show, the 3D show about Transformer animals? Unless it's horses, and not even any horses. I'm just like not interested in animal characters nowadays. Oh, those things are interesting, but still kind of like... I don't know. None of that by itself makes me, oh, I want to see what it's about. Also, it has begun, yes. You don't really know, champ. You don't know what my hooks are.
If you wish to keep all four arms, stand aside.
Okay, there we go. There's the one. You don't know what my hooks would be, I would assume. So you'll probably list a bunch of things, and none of them will interest me in the slightest. Because I like usually check out things that either have a promise of something that might happen in it, or has something very specific about it that I want to see. Okay, I don't like real horses. There's probably not a little pony in that, so I'm not interested in that horse. Honestly, also with like, apart from horse game, like with the show over, I'm really drifting off peacefully off of that particular fandom. And I guess I'm reading less fanfics because I'm not like sitting in the office, and at home there's YouTube and all the other stuff that I can be doing instead. So I've not read fanfics in like 2 months by now, and I'm kind of like alright with that. I want to probably eventually catch up on the few that were really, really interesting ongoing ones, but...
I'll submit to Katana Khan's justice.
Yeah, I met that champion, that you're gonna list things that you think would interest me, but like, none of... It's because there's some... and those kinds of things. There's a low chance, but feel free to list the things that you think are interesting about it, but I'm just gonna tell you, it's probably a very low chance that any of them will end up being my hooks.
Katana Khan,
Hold your tongue. Jade told me everything.
Didn't we beat her up?
Nothing good can come from that sorcerer's hands.
He will restore your mother, Katana Khan.
For 1,000 years, I've dreamed of seeing her alive again. But her soul deserves better than to be corrupted by Shang Tsung. This perversion ends now.
Kitana looks really cool in this game, but mostly in the face. Her costume is kind of generic and weird.
How quickly your oath to me has broken, Shiva.
I have been bound to your mother for millennia. I must honor her.
Fight.
There we go. I don't know what's the point of enhancing that move, because it just does like 2 pixels more damage. It doesn't really like seem to throw them or stun them or anything. Also, I don't know any other Shiva's moves. There's like some weird thing. Like that, I think, is a move, but I'm not sure. Let's get Flawless. Yes.
You will suffer.
I see him from his life, bloody and down. I'm tapping on Thermal to chasing his best friend. Why is his best friend chasing him? I guess that sounds like an isekai of some sort, so it could be kind of interesting, unless it's just like the world of all those things that you already said, but there's like a normal high school students in that. Also, yeah, I need to say that like being an isekai, probably it's like the cheapest thing I know, but it's the only thing that could get me into an anime at this point. I'm not into anime enough to just be watching like any random story about anything. I just like, because you know, when I was reading the ones were pretty much what could be described as isekai, or like crossovers and stuff. So I guess I'm just a big fan of the concept. Okay, so it's Zootopia pretty much, okay. Ah. So I'm guessing that everyone's gonna be super surprised that Sindel is evil. Or she's not gonna show being evil to others, because she apparently fooled everyone for her entire life.
Welcome back, Your Highness. It pleases me to see you, too.
Am I alive? Is this real?
It is, Lady Sindel. A miracle we could not have achieved without your most loyal subject.
Shang Tsung!
Shiva?
Empress, Though today I have aided you, too often have I failed to protect you.
But now I'm queen, so
I
it
am
doesn't
not
matter.
worthy.
Oh, nonsense. Today, you give me the greatest gift. A second chance.
So
Your
Sindel is
duty
clearly evil.
fulfilled.
Like her
I
entire
am in your debt now.
facial expression
Thank
series
you,
there
Empress.
kind of screams that
Where
she's
is my
actually evil.
daughter?
Not sincere in the least.
Katana.
But Kitana probably will not. Or
It is
no,
me,
she
Katana.
kind of gets it.
Your mother.
I want to feel joy.
Or
but
she doesn't believe it.
all I feel is
Hmm.
I was only a child when you
Oh. So she didn't really know
How could
her.
you kill yourself? Why did you abandon me?
I did neither, Katana. After being forced to wed Shao Kahn, I ran afoul of Quan Chi. He accused me of distracting Shao Kahn. Then the miscreant murdered me and staged my death as a suicide.
As I had always suspected.
But all this time? Everything I've been told about you, it's all lies.
So before we thought that Sindel
What can I
somehow
trust?
killed herself to prevent Shao Kahn
Trust
from merging with
that I
Earth or
love your
something.
Father, Jared. Trust that I love you.
No, Mother.
This reunion is a blessing, but we have little time to celebrate. We must leave for Shang Tsung's island to finish our quest.
I would go with you. Fight by your side, but
Outworld needs its Khan. I know.
How do you know that
Rest
she's a
assured,
Khan?
Kitana, I will come home.
I guess as Revenant she probably learned that. Damn it, I can't really look away.
Sindel has been restored. Shang Tsung would only undertake such an arduous task if her aid promised a decisive advantage. She is but one mortal, and one of the few who can harm you. I fear no harm. They are at Shang Tsung's island. Your crown, Shang Tsung knows. Then our time for preparation is over. Go to the island now. We cannot win their hearts, so do not try. Do not permit your better nature to compromise you. I understand, Mother.
Dang it, no, I'm gonna watch the cutscene faithfully and then I'm gonna read chat. Mostly oh shit, different skin. Mostly I know how annoying it is to sometimes watch people trying to like play a game blind, react to things, and then they keep looking at chat. But now, from the perspective of one who does it, I see that even when I'm looking at chat, in my side view I completely see what's happening, well enough to see if it's important, or if they're just like walking somewhere like right now. Or someone is just floating and talking things that I hear in my earphones. Earphones? Headphones. Yeah.
They couldn't go on.
Hello, Alvarado.
I am touched by their devotion.
Yes. It seems like that I kind of like the whole ended way before the eye would fit there.
Not for fools who follow you.
Are we not following him now? At least we do not follow that fool, Raiden. Then we would surely die.
What? Raiden's a fool? No! Impossible. That's alright, Cabal. That was the last time when the other people arrived here. Cabal also did this thing around them.
You may run like the wind, Cabal, but I command it. You should have devised a better plan.
There's more to come.
Yes, and Jode is here again, in the Revenant version. Was this happening after... Yeah, I guess this was happening after the Alliance and Kitana being camp. So how much is this like a total reuse of... Yeah, that's what happened. When there was... young Jackie here in the main campaign. So they are totally interfering.
You will be returned to the void. Not even she can help you.
Am I still gonna... No, Shiva is long left the group. How many people did I fight with Shiva? I didn't even pay attention. Whew. Also, he has a crossbow. Okay, yes. At some point the chapter switched to Fujin. I'm gonna have to look up his moves. Let me read the rest of Champion's description here. So it sounds like a lot of those characters are like animal people. So that is a big oof for me. So I don't really know if I can enjoy something with like primarily animal people or all animal people. It's like I'm trying to think. I guess not since like Disney old cartoon stuff in my childhood that I was able to normally enjoy. None of the weird animals that I've seen. I don't think many of them had animal people. I don't remember if any characters even had animal ears, honestly, but if it's like actually animal with animal characteristics, it's like, oh, this animal is a predator, this animal is a herbivore. I'm just like, please no. No, Luis. That's a step I have not... Well, is Fujin just like super slow jumping? I did not look up any of his moves. Also, his uppercut is weird looking. Okay, moves. I am not familiar with Fujin whatsoever. I've never played as him in any game. Crossbow blast. Okay. Oh boy, and variations of that. I guess... Okay, that's that. Oh. All these moves. I guess it's kind of all the same.
If you have seen enough shitty isekais, you may enjoy the one that was called something.
I wonder if I've already seen it.
Didn't I tell you to make my abilities average in the next light or something like that?
I have not heard that, no.
Well, I don't remember the exact name, but it's something like that. It's not really good, but it kind of pokes a little bit of fun at like isekai, you know, tropes and shit.
Interesting.
It's kind of funny, but the ending is shit.
Give me a link though, because I'm bad at like browsing by name, because in some websites there's like they have everything by Japanese name and some by English. So give me a link to that after the stream. But you know, there was a couple that I watched that I thought the premise was decent enough. Some of them were like straight doing, some of them were like trope, like making fun of kind of thing, or just like subverting, and a bunch of like the ones that I'm going to mention right now, I feel like they ended up being completely just like in every possible way, even though the premise sounded like slightly original enough to be interesting. One is that I maxed out my defense, or whatever it was. It's really just nothing.
Yeah, it really sucked.
The slime thing, completely like just like...
No, it started okay, but it just got boring.
The slime?
By the end.
Honestly, I thought slime started bad as well, because like immediately it was not, everything was going in the way that I didn't want it to go. That was another one that I was thinking about there. Something similar to the Max... Overly Cautious Hero, also. More of a comedy, but like...
I feel like they didn't really do very well on comedy.
Yeah, like I was immediately turned off in like, was it 1 or 2 episode where he just let like the village get destroyed, and I was like, oh, it's funny. But after that it got slightly better, but that I paused watching it for like 3 weeks after that and only got back into it because there was nothing else left. And you know, the ending was kind of interesting, but most of it was like...
You may also enjoy
a couple of that.
reverse isekai recreators.
Oh, that could be interesting. I don't know, Champion, I didn't really care too much about Overly Cautious. There was a couple moments there that were kind of funny, but mostly it was just kind of like, okay. Okay, so Skywalker, what the hell is a Skywalker? But it's my favorite move input, so okay. Just... I'm not gonna remember any of this, but let me try. Okay, what was the crossbow again? I'm probably gonna lose this because I'm gonna just try out all his moves and shit. Okay, let me do the Waka. Yeah, you know what? Maybe I'll just spam kicks and... Oh, it's... Okay, that's a Waka, apparently. I guess it's walk? What? His uppercut is weird. I wonder if it's different, like, speed and collision or something. No, my Waka! Don't hit my Waka. So that does something, but I'm not... I guess his moves, a lot of his moves are like... There's a base, and then there's alterations or things you can do out of that move. But I'm not good with that because it's just more to learn. I'm just gonna spam uppercuts and jumps, I'm afraid. I think there was something that I didn't do. One of these moves I didn't do. Jet stream I didn't do. And I guess this I didn't... Okay. Back down. Low kick and just down that. Okay, that could be good. I don't know what that does. It's probably like a buff of some sort. And I already forgot the other one. Back down, back. That thing. Okay, I'm not gonna do that because it's not my level of being easy to connect. Okay, that's a neat throw, I guess. Where's all the interactables? There's that little halberd thing. Oh! Too early, way too early. Ooh. I'm not... Yeah, let's mash. Alexander did that apparently. Okay, cool.
Now do I meet your expectations?
Okay, we'll see champion. Maybe I'll look at it, but it's just like... I'm gonna have a bias against it and probably gonna be hard to enjoy.
Sindel and I will occupy her. You two get the crown.
I also don't really care about like there being many characters or anything that specific or the world being very original.
Ask, sorcerer. How long before you betray us?
I'm not that sophisticated.
I find your lack of faith amusing.
Amusing.
When it happens, we will be ready.
Am I? Everything is excellent and green, but I guess there have been some new drop frames. Can't be helped, as they say in anime all the time. I've also developed a very... How shall I say? Like, I've noticed a lot of things that I hadn't noticed before about like the manner in which anime is animated and directed and drawn that I don't like. Like, the most annoying thing is when there's like you're showing in like profile view, right, from the side,
and take one giant step back.
And they're talking and they have like the contour of the lips from closed mouth, but then on the cheek they have like a mouth that keeps opening, like whatnot. That I hate that. Does it make any sense how I describe it?
Well, sorry, I was too preoccupied with the cutscene, but I guess I can understand what you mean in general, because that's a very specific way to draw things, and I can see, like, if you're more used to Western animation, how you can hate everything about how anime is drawn.
Well, I'm just annoyed at some things, like, you know, I used to be more annoyed by it, but I ground used to how when they like open their mouth really wide, the chin doesn't move, right? So it's like this portion of the face just gets completely resized all the time when someone talks. But what I'm talking about is a different. That's the side view, because from the side view, like the contour, the shape of the face always has the lips drawn as if the mouth is closed. But then they have like the Sonic chick mouth. Sonic chick mouth. It's like
understand that they are all doing this so they can shit it out as much as possible, as fast as possible.
I think I understand
with as little expense on animation as possible.
Also,
so that's
yeah,
why they do that.
That's probably the reason also for a lot of like complete lack of animation when there's like a crowd and there's just like a pan of people being static. There's like noises of people doing things, that kind of thing. Oh right, that's the move. I'm not sure if I can do anything out of it, I didn't remember. And some other things, so yeah, I understand that, but you know, I don't really mind it that much, but that mouth thing, because it just feels like, I'm trying to think of who looked like that. Like, you know, if half of your mouth was like stuck shut horrifically, It's like body horror to me when I see that like closed mouth outline with the open mouth on the cheek. Kind of like in Matrix, I guess, when his mouth was... But there was a character, I think it was maybe some like DC cowboy character or something, that had like a weird mouth connecting string of flesh in the middle of his mouth or something like that. Yeah, moves. I'm just gonna try doing that. Hey, got a bunch of noob stuff there.
You should have fled this fight too.
But yeah, actually my like suddenly anime that. Apart from these two ongoing episode every Saturday. Or I guess two because there's two of them. But with the ones initially when I just like, oh, new thing. They're actually not as like completely boring as I thought. Let's just consume. There was like marathon times in April.
Kronika's promises cannot be trusted, Jackson. Biha, Kano, Shao Kahn. Look at the scoundrels she employs.
Scoundrels.
That's a card you can't play, Fujin. Not when you're buddied up with Shang Tsung. Fight.
I think instead I'm watching translated clips of HoloLive VTubers now instead of anime in May. Ever since that Doom stream. Now I know like most of the characters from that group and their general personalities and stuff. Corona is still the best though. I landed on the good one to get into that kind of thing, which I didn't, but you know, as much as you can get, if nothing else, it's a good source of like suddenly a bunch of people doing like blind let's plays of things that I've run out of good blind let's plays for.
Kronika will not heal your wounds, Jackson.
And it's mostly like highlights, so it's even less time I have to waste on that.
Damn it, Fujin. You know what I've suffered.
Oh,
Kronika's my one chance to prevent all that. Not just for me, but for Jackie, for Vera.
Yeah, now whatever.
Shit. You're a god. Ain't no way you get how
There was
this
some more drop frames there.
You know the only time Raiden and I ever fought? When I left the Sky Temple to live among humans. Do not become attached to them, Fujin. Sentiment will impede the execution of your duty. But warriors like you and I, we are strengthened by sentiment. We do not fight to kill enemies. We fight to protect our loved ones. That is why it cuts so deeply when we fail.
Well, I'll be. Maybe you do get it.
Kronika knows your pain. She manipulates you with it. Jacqueline is on her way here. Kronika expects you to fight her. Worse even, break her heart. Is that someone who cares one whit about you or your family?
What's a wit? With an H. Sindel just dropped in or something. What happened here? I guess they were fighting topside or... I may have lost track of every character ever. Whose tentacles are those? Oh no, that's Saturn's little kelp.
You were to defeat me. I am not finished yet.
I have my own tentacles. Hereticles. Sindel was doing that before Bayonetta made it cool.
Abide Kronika's will.
Oh, he's doing the same thing again. Don't kill yourself this time, Nightwolf. Come on, man. I guess he didn't. Couldn't have done that with Sindel and MK9. I wonder how he feels about having to oppose a god of like nature, good
Kronika
things.
offered the future, but instead you will have none. Blame only yourselves for this.
Whom's am I? Oh, Sindel suddenly. Did it even do the chapter Sindel? I didn't even notice that. Am I paying so little attention, or do they not show chapters now? I noticed the first one, but only the first one. Main squeeze. Aha. Maleficent March. That's gonna be like walking forward and screaming, right? Man. Moves. Okay, whip and flip. It's kind of the same as Fujin's move was. That's the same, but with that I don't know what it does. Regal presence. I guess it's probably flying, because she has a flight move. You know what, let's just do them one by one. Okay, it's not a dash at all, it's just a scream. Or am I doing... No, I think I'm doing it right. I might not be doing it right. Oh, it's... Was I doing it? Okay, no, there's the Danshibash. For some reason I'm just not... Okay, no, there we go. Maybe I'm just smashing bad. Okay. So it's that, not that handy for me, I'm bad. Okay, that's the thing. Okay, that's not what I thought it was gonna be. I thought it was gonna be like a Terminator walk forward with a gun kind of thing. I'm gonna ignore Regal Presence, because screw that. Oh, cool. Nice. That move I enjoy. I'm gonna spam it. I'll ship a cat. Did you link me both of those things that you mentioned, or only one?
Well, I can link you the second one as well.
Yeah, because I don't remember how Skype works when like you've left multiple messages. Does it still show number one, or does it show multiple numbers? So I can't tell if you only left one message or not. Stop doing that, I want to throw table. Not table, plate at you. Table. Yeah, same thing really. Oh shit, I accidentally did Regal Presence. Wow. You know what? Let's just like shout at her a bunch. Wow, caved her fucking face in. I wonder what the condition is for that. For some reason I got frost things for this.
Your fate that should concern you, Cetria.
Nick is killing me. For some reason. So a good person meant to do that kind of thing. Version of herself when she does that now. It's really cool touch to her ability. I really like it. She has like a Spirit of Banshee looking thingamajig in her that she uses. Not just like, hey, she got... The Elder God get fucked. Apparently normal God is enough. Okay, so we've super interfered with everything by now. All Jacks and Satrion and everything is different. Are Jackie and Young Jacks gonna just arrive? Also, what the hell's going on with... Has Nightwolf been like sitting there after the column of light this whole time?
Well, Shang Tsung, your strategy proved sound after all.
Of course it did.
At this point, they should just turn on him immediately, because the crown is there. Oh no, these people. Oh, and they brought a bunch of soldiers now.
Hands over your head, Shang Tsung.
You too, Sindel. That hair so much as twitches.
Ease up, baby girl.
Dad? How did you get here?
We're all on the same side against Kronika.
Yes. And now we must bring this to Raiden.
Oh, they got the crown already. Get rid of Shang Tsung right now.
Is that a crown?
Didn't they know that they were going after the crown? After the crown at this point.
Without it, she lacks the power to restart history.
I thought they knew what they were going
Time
for.
we had some good news.
Now that we have this, we're in uncharted territory. We've changed this timeline for good.
Correct. No one can predict what happens next. Not even me.
I must return to Outworld to aid Katana Khan.
Thank you for aiding us. We will rendezvous at the Sea of Blood in 6 hours.
Until our next battle.
Everyone is suspicious. When is Shang Tsung gonna jump him though? Because clearly he's gonna steal the crown for himself and gonna be the antagonist of here this.
Sorcerer.
And this Sindel won't do anything else.
To brief the special forces.
May the Great Spirit protect you.
May she protect you, Fujin, when Raiden lays eyes on you with Shang Tsung.
Raiden already knows. I guess this is gonna be different Raiden, huh? Or are they gonna try to go to the... They should need to bring the crown back to the freaking beginning of time though, so that Raiden should know. Wow, champion, you're really invested.
Without the crown, there can be no new era. This failure rests on my
I like Shang Tsung
shoulders.
better than Chronic. Chronic was more boring.
No. I underestimated Shang Tsung's ingenuity. To escape the void. To return from the future. I will face him again, Mother. This time, I will.
I don't really hate villains when they just do like terrible shit and manipulate people and are just being really bad and horrible. I hate villains when they just like have plot armor and being annoying instead. Or boring. But villains that do real terrible shit but in an entertaining way, I don't really hate them, so I don't really get that like involved in
They
stories.
will fight until the last man.
That is likely what it will take.
Hey, there's
will
Steve
not
Blum
be a
guy.
fight if
Is it Steve
Taro
Blum or
does
is it
not
the other
help
one?
us. Is there any word from Grandmaster
I forget
Hasashi?
already.
No. If we do not hear soon, I will return to the Netherrealm.
It does sound like someone who has just like a cold forever with a bad throat.
Wrong Scorpion. This cannot be good.
Get Raiden.
The fire gardens. Rebuilt.
Oh, almost, maybe not.
Restored.
It seems familiar.
Why
I mean,
are you here,
the
Scorpion?
scene obviously,
Where
but the
is
exact
Grandmaster
footage.
Hasashi?
I think the exact footage might be
He is
reused.
dead.
And now you have come to finish us.
I understand your mistrust, but I am here to
Why are we
assist
seeing this
I
again?
find that impossible to believe.
Is anyone gonna come here to do things? Oh, Shang. Is he here for Scorpion? The old
What is
Scorpion?
he doing here?
We are not together.
If you are here to help, prove it. Join me against the sorcerer.
I shall.
Ooh. Which is like, oh, this is awkward.
Fujin, Raiden thought you lost when the timeline was broken, but you stand with Shang Tsung.
We have urgent news for Raiden. Please, let us pass.
This may be the sorcerer's trick.
The fire gardens will not be defiled by his
I
presence.
felt bad for Scorpion maybe like before, but in MK11, because of time travel, and I know that none of these people matter at this point. And that Scorpion got killed, and all that didn't matter in MK11 to me, because like at that point, who cares? There's another Scorpion, and also they're gonna restart time anyway, probably, or fix things. So,
You have joined Shang Tsung is
the deaths that I cared about in MK11 were Kanos and Garrus, says, because they were just cool. Especially Garrus. Garrus, that's his name. Oh yes, I'm still Fujin, right. Actually, not still, I'm Fujin again, I think. Didn't I already... I think I'm already have been Fujin, but then I was Sindel.
Yes.
For a little bit. Wow, I'm... Now I say that I'm paying attention to everything. That doesn't mean that I remember everything that just happened. Oh shit, that's 2-on-1. I don't remember if the old game, I mean the original campaign, had any 2-on-1 fights like Endurance. MK9 had them, but I feel like it was only MK9. I think even MKX didn't have that. And in MK11 you had the choice between two characters sometimes, which I don't think happened in previous ones. Lol. But I guess this is kind of like replaced by this here.
Perhaps listen before you judge.
Oh no, it's not a shotgun, damn it. Ah shit, I hoped he would.
Thank you, Fujin.
The storm is not yet past.
So they're bringing it to a different Raiden for some reason.
Shang Tsung.
That is, I'm missing out on that point
We must
because like
speak with
why?
you, brother.
Why they're bringing it to this Raiden?
Since when are you friends with this filth?
I'm here to save you, Raiden.
Or do they need him to get to the other
Your
ones?
tragic future. In it, Liu Kang defeated Kronika, but their battle destroyed her crown. Without this, a broken timeline couldn't be repaired.
Also,
Our only hope was to return here, steal the crown, and make use of its power.
I just now realized.
We can change the outcome of the fight against Kronika. We can defeat her and fix time.
But doesn't Fujin
I had never thought you gullible, brother.
sound a little bit like Raiden from the
Schemes
movie?
serve only to benefit him. How could you fall for such lies?
Not only look, but also sound a little bit like
Irrational Raiden.
the
Spread your
Highlander
falsehoods
Raiden
elsewhere, sorcerer.
from the first movie.
You will not deceive us.
Lord Raiden, we should listen. He may be telling the truth.
There
Christopher
is
Lambert,
only
there we go.
One way to find out.
By Mortal Kombat, or I must consult with the Elder Gods, rather. Actually, hell yeah, Raiden, go consult with the Elder Gods.
The truth.
Raiden, stop this!
Step aside, Liu Kang.
Wow, now they're gonna fight over freaking Shang Tsung.
Darkness is taking hold of you.
I guess this happened as well, but not over fucking Shang Tsung and Liu Kang defending him.
This is not the way. Shang Tsung is not the enemy this
There's
time.
gonna be flashback time. No?
The realms hang in the balance, and you form this unholy alliance.
Not really deadly, I guess. I'm evil!
Madness. If you
I'm red
both
now.
must die, so be it.
My brother is my problem. I will signal if I need help.
I will make a smoke signal.
Inflames your anger and clouds your judgments. Have faith in me.
I guess he sounds a bit like slightly oriental version of Christopher Lambert's voice because it's like yeah. And really not like Raiden does here. Shit. I kept thinking that oh, I did something cool. I kept thinking that was gonna be a useful move, but I forget that Fujin's that move I don't know how to use. Nyeh. So what did I do? How did I do the cool shit? Ooh, okay, dive kick. Dive kicks are good. Hello, Shao Kahn. I wish you were better in this game, but apparently you are like low tier, so my condolences. I was a fan of you since the beginning. I have pre-ordered Shao Kahn, you will be happy to hear that. I have pre-ordered this game back in the day, so I got you. But I didn't really feel your wrath in this game, I'll be honest. I guess no, there was a tower. There was that one tower where I think there was a Shao Kahn with crazy armor and one-hit KOs, and I felt the wrath of Shao Kahn in there really, really hard.
Running out of time.
And very long. Man, I remember that.
I am a fool.
That was probably the most frustrating tower
I'm a slave
I
to
bothered
anger.
playing.
I will not allow my temper to fracture our resolve further.
I also appreciate this is kind of like that scene in the beginning of Wolfenstein New Order where BJ has to like slap White a bit to get him to like stop panicking.
Not at all, Liu Kang.
Sometimes you need to
Power
beat
makes
someone
you a
up
fire god.
to make them listen to reason or be reasonable.
Unfortunately,
I don't know,
I
shut
cannot
up.
transfer my power to Liu Kang yet. First, I must free his revenant from Quan Chi's curse.
We will face the Revenants soon enough.
What else can you tell us about the final battle? We must use every advantage.
Well, he already has been Shao Kahn. It's like one of the first scenes, so not really spoiled. You should have arrived earlier. Shao Kahn comes late. Oh, Garrus. Yeah, Garrus comes at this point as well. I wonder if Shao Kahn's gonna do anything else in this story mode. Also, I think there was like a hole in the ground, but the leaves were still floating during that little like rising out of the ground thing there. Ah, production values. Oh shit, that's actually Kronika. Right, it was a Kronika, not Garrus that came here. Garrus came on the ship.
Shang Tsung, I trust you are enjoying your travels.
You You have already been defeated once, Kronika.
Of course, Fujin. How else could you have escaped the void?
If you know this, accept the inevitable. Surrender.
But clearly my loss was not your victory, Raiden. If your future savior had gained full control of my
We killed you too much, Kronika, that was the problem.
not be here, this timeline would no longer exist.
I see no harm in confirming your suspicion.
Even if you defeat me, what then? Who claims the hourglass?
Kano! Oh no, Kano's dead.
Shang Tsung will break your alliance.
We are prepared, Kronika.
Are you? Have you wondered why Shang Tsung knows so much about my crown?
Because he did your bidding, gathering souls to fuel it.
Shang Tsung is far too modest. The crown is his design.
Oh, what?
No
When?
one, save me, knows more about its power.
Explain.
I told you we would still be marooned at the beginning of time, bickering among ourselves.
You must decide, Raiden. Who do you wish to keep time for all of creation? Me or Shang Tsung?
Neither, Kronika. You will be beaten. And if Shang Tsung betrays us, we will finish him.
You are a fool, Raiden. Do not condemn the realms to oblivion.
Mostly I'm just not sure, because Kronika must have needed the crown since the beginning of time to control the hourglass. Then how could it have been designed by Shang Tsung? Or does she have the power to do it like kinda alright without it, but then Shang Tsung made it for her so that she can do it really well? Or something. Also, Shao Kahn, honestly, MK12, at this point, after this storyline, with the time travel and all that, I really want them to just like reimagine all the characters in the world of Mortal Kombat, because time has been restarted in like a weird, completely different way. But like keep many things but rearrange them, and you know, kind of that thing. So I would say that probably not Shao Kahn, you, or anyone would, in my perfect or best possible MK12 now, no single character will be exactly like they used to be. They will be like all remixed in some way. But Shao Kahn, you, I think has always been my favorite of the MK antagonists, so I wouldn't mind it like slightly different version of Shao Kahn. Honestly, like who else? Motaro? What? Who? Onaga. I don't really care for anyone, pretty much anyone from the PS2 games, I'll be honest. I played Deception and I couldn't really take it seriously. Was Onaga... I think Onaga was the Deception guy, right? The dragon dude. Who was reborn in the body of Reptile and was manipulating Shujinko. But Onaga is just like a big dragon dude. He's really boring looking to me, and conceptually as well. I like Shao Kahn because like he's a big ass barbarian, immortal warlock, just like warlord. But Onaga is like, hey, the green dude with wings, hooray. I guess maybe if he was not reborn from Reptile, he would look different, but still. I think honestly, because I didn't experience the MK games, the PS2 MK games at such a state where I would really like be into them.
I will instruct you in its way.
Pretty much everything new from it is like kinda I'm iffy on.
To retrieve the crown.
I like the Chaos Realm, Mortal Realm, and a couple characters.
We must strike while she is weakened. Let us join the armies, massing at the Sea of Blood. Together we will storm Kronika's Isle. And
Like I like Havoc. I like, I guess Fujin's from 4, so he's not that young. Havoc. I actually kind of like Suhao.
The fools believe victory is at hand. Their misplaced confidence will be their demise.
Such a pity my
Oh,
daughter
Shao Kahn's back.
embraces
Okay.
their sentimental values.
Having second thoughts in them.
Hardly. Kitana courts a peasant and obeys the Thunder God. She couldn't be a bigger disappointment.
So I missed what number of chapter it said it was. 2 or more.
not be late.
But yeah, apparently these two are
The
still
Tau
conspiring.
Empire awaits.
Obviously enough. But yeah, there's the fucking Blaze or whatever his name from Armageddon was boring. And Onaga, nothing that I experienced with him made me like him. Maybe he has some potential, but I'm just like, I'm not into it enough to learn.
Kitana Khan.
Don't be so formal, Mother.
You are Khan Kitana. Command the awe of your subjects. Even me.
Honestly, they could bring back even those three, but like they
never
would have to model
tire of
different
reading you.
skeletons
Nor will
for
I
them.
tire of calling on you.
For
Our
Motaro
battalion is
specifically.
leaving for the Sea of Blood. Queen Shiva and the Shokan will follow as rear guard.
May I request something?
Mother, you don't have to. Make your request.
Shiva. Queen Shiva. Risked everything to restore me.
He's very purple.
Honor demands that I accompany her into battle.
Yes, it does.
Mostly
And
like
that display of loyalty is sure to rally the Shokan spirits.
characters from the original games, a couple of characters from MK4, like Fujin, I guess kinda Tanya, and I mostly enjoy characters that were new in MKX. The MK11 new characters I don't really care for that much, like it was Collector, Garrus is kinda cool, I guess Chronica is like, Chronica is slightly more interesting than Onaga to me, but not much. But MKX characters, well, I mean, apart from the Goon Squad, the like main 4 young characters, they are all kind of boring. Cassie, they ruined in this game. Hey there, Shao Kahn. Jackie was never interesting. The other two guys are absent from this game. I like them, but not enough. But like the antagonist side characters in MKX were all like great for me. I think it's part of why MKX might be my favorite one right now. I guess actually Shinnok was good in MKX as well. I liked him. I liked his voice and I liked his like a bit more insight into his like ideology or whatever. Not ideology really, but like how he sees things and whatnot. At least what I surmise, because I think a lot of that was just like my headcanoning. Where I figured that from some of his lines, it seemed like he considers the state of living to be like imperfect and just a step to the state of being undead.
Tell me I misheard. Tell me you would not betray your daughter.
She takes after her father, Shiva. Jared was a weak king. Kitana is a weaker Khan.
Also,
Weak? She defeated Shao Kahn.
wait a second, Shao Kahn is alive. I just missed that fact completely.
Now she will learn. Enemies must be crushed.
I thought they
lest
killed him.
rise
I guess they kind of just like knocked him out by slicing his head off a little bit.
There is a better way to lead.
Vertically, so not off, you know. Oh, I'm not gonna be able to control like the length of this, but I guess from this range it's alright. Wonder if you can... no. But yeah, so basically Shinnok was like, why have living beings when you can have dead beings raised to be undead and like just magical beings and they're superior to life? And so I think it was like some lines that I remember. Oh, is it? Wow, her like default punch move is just like scream at people. And that's apparently a move that I didn't know it. What was it even? It does something because she blocked it. Oh, it's like a launch of sorts. I see. What's the thing? Ah, that's the thing. Is this enhanceable? Oh. Hard to say. I might have misclicked space there. Oh no, it's alright, Shao Kahn. Actually, you're, if anything, your spelling, I guess accept is wrong.
What hope did you have?
But everything else seems to be spelled right. But I think with time travel they could bring anyone. But I kind of hope that universe from the time, such as implied by the end of MK11, I hope that they just remix everything from start. Oh, murdered?
Shiva challenged her and suffered this punishment.
Really now? That is gonna... They are gonna believe that.
Swear your allegiance, and I shall see her avenged.
How are they buying this? Are they done? They might be done. Also, yeah, wasn't and she was Sindel's ending implying that even Shao Kahn, she was like kind of manipulating him, staying, but like kind of like a puppet master type of thing, but not. I guess I don't really remember it very well. Sindel's ending, but at some, I think her agenda is all to herself. She doesn't respect Shao Kahn, but maybe he's useful for her. I think, or maybe she actually does care, like you know, enjoy him. Not care, of course.
I'd hoist him by the ankles and split him through for all the time he stole from us.
So I don't remember from her ending if how she feels about him.
Eternity will be our empire.
But I would say, like by my feeling, I would assume she just uses him.
We'll have all the time we need.
But who knows? I might have forgotten something. Garrus. Okay, this is definitely Garrus. Yeah.
Shao Kahn, Sindel.
Doesn't that helmet make him look like a whale?
Kronika has need of you. Kronika? Where was she when Kitana stole my throne? We'll make her choke on her empty promises.
Fucking Shao Kahn, let's go. I don't remember any of his moves.
As I disassemble this construct,
But he's large and I like large people. In video games.
invoke Kronika's wrath, Shao Kahn. Fear that gold-plated relic? Ha!
Says the gold-plated relic, actually. So let me just guess a bunch of his moves. I don't remember if I ever played as him. Okay, that's a move. Okay, I guess that's just the uppercut. That's a move. I guess that's a move as well. Ah, it's been flawless. I kind of want to see his like throwing moves, but I am using the wrath. I guess I'm making Garrus feel the wrath of very easy mode Shao Kahn. Oh, that's kind of his like running at them. Oh, what? Oh, right. I guess that move might be amplifiable because this guy seems kind of weird otherwise. Or is it, do you like combo out of it or something? Mostly I want to throw something, but maybe I don't really have to throw anything.
Do you enjoy this?
Oh, well, that's a type of their field. Because I assume everyone who knows the language, like slightly imperfectly, wants to learn better. I'm not like pointing out like, haha, mistake. I guess I'm content with my level of English, even though I constantly forget words and sometimes confuse tenses, but it suffices. Ouch. Man. They make the big black dude just like be the fucking punching bag in this game. I guess not really. In 11, no, he got shot a bunch of times or something. It was pretty. I mean, against Garrus, nothing is really truly a fatality.
Now Shao Kahn turns against us.
Perhaps we should send the fleet.
No. Shao Kahn and Sindel have unwittingly given us back the advantage.
Isn't Kronika really bad at her job if she's unable to manipulate everyone from turning on her? Apart from zombie people.
What remains of them with strength to spare.
The crown once again will be mine. When it is, the new era will begin.
It's talking about new era again. Okay, new angles around the Sea of Blood. Some of those like Dudes in the background, the NPCs look like Series M3 background characters. Siang, Johnny, and Cassie.
Cage reporting for duty, sir. I mean, ma'am.
Whoa there, 90s dad. You've already got one bullet wound too many.
I'm healed, Cassie. Raiden gave me one of his Thunder Hands massages. Speaking of, where is Mama Bear?
She's over there, waiting for Shiva at the rendezvous. But we cast off in 5. Where are they?
Apparently Shiva got killed. Also, I see repeated geometry in there. I think Shiva just got knocked out. But Sindel was like, oh, she was killed. It's like in stealth games sometimes, you knock people out and someone finds and screams, oh, there have been a murder.
No.
But what were the games? There were stealth games where when they find like a knocked out person, they completely immediately revive him. But I can't remember which games that were. I mean, maybe it's one game, but there were definitely games that worked like that, but I don't remember which ones. All the ones that I can recall, they just, you know, notice people and then get alerted. Maybe in Deus Ex Human Revolution, or whichever one the second to last Deus Ex was, I think they might revive people in that one. They might knock out people. Okay, Shao Kahn, thanks for visiting, I guess. I will consult with the other gods and see if they're not with me. Hello, Mighty Spider. Well, I've not played Splinter Cell. I've not played Splinter Cell, not played Metal Gear, so I don't know.
Gender, or is that sexist?
Ah, Jesus.
And try not to die.
Actually, he was kind of making fun of the concept, so alright, fine.
Authoritarian asshole.
Authoritarian. Fucking okay. I'm just gonna pound the lady. Like, the combat kids are annoying.
You know I toasted Shinnok, right?
In this game. I feel like they weren't that annoying. They were just kind of boring in X. But sometimes they are annoying in this one because they're kind of like too modern. In ways that I don't like. Okay, fuck it. Let's just punch her a bunch. Yeah, I want to see how the throw stuff. Is it Wrath Hammer? No, I think that's the Scum Grab. That sounds interesting. Okay, fuck it. Oh yeah, okay. Was that the Scum Grab? Grab a camel. Maybe it's anti-air. It could be anti-air. You know what? I'm gonna throw Starro at you. Yeah. If it works, it works. And broke, don't fuck. I want to throw for some reason. There we go. I guess I like finishing with throws. Sometimes. Next time I'll just... Well, I mean, it's depending on the situation, but for varieties.
The poor man is heartbroken.
Why waste tears on weaklings?
Those women are braver and stronger than 50 of you put together. Okay, bozos. No jokes, no gimmicks, just combat. You wanna get nuts? Oh, let's get nuts.
And well, starting with him.
I finish this.
Let's continue with him. It would be though funny if Shao Kahn was like, Sindel,
Every fight I fought,
leave
I
it to
fought
me.
for myself. This one's for my family.
John is getting serious.
You poor, pathetic man.
I forgot all Sindel's moves. Okay. Yeah, do something. Do anything. Please. Okay. Oh no, my nuts.
Well, apparently it's still very painful for women too.
Yeah, I know. I've learned at some point. But it's funny, in the old games the move didn't used to work on female characters because I guess the creators didn't know. But in the newer games they realized, yeah, you know what, it would still be painful. Like, especially more painful than just a random punch elsewhere. Was it Johnny Cage's, like, pager sound? Starro? Because I don't have anything that sounds like that, but it sounded suspicious. Ooh. Suspicious, like it came actually from... Ooh, that worked for once. For some reason I feel like I should have thrown... Yeah, that crate is totally glowing. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so that works. I'm really not using Sindel like any better than anyone else, but some of her moves are kind of fun.
You're in luck, Johnny Cage. In my care, you and Sonya will breed many fine slaves.
I mean, doesn't that mean that Sonya's gonna live and live well enough?
Shall we?
Well, they didn't even like bother throwing that guy on the pyre at all. It's kind of nearby.
Seize the vessel and dump its cargo. We need speed to overtake Charon's fleet.
Oh, who's coming? Oh no, they're leaving, I guess. Oh, and those other guys have left already. Okay, okay, okay. The original expedition.
Raiden and Fujin have gone ahead to storm the Isle. But we've lost all contact with our rear guard. Commander Cage and the Special Forces, Queen Shiva and the Shokan, and Mother.
I am just going to say what we are all thinking.
She did not betray us.
Let's not jump to conclusions.
Oh shit, I touched the mic a little bit.
Look.
For a sea of blood is not really that red as you would think it would be.
That the Special Forces?
It looks really normal colored.
No. Elder gods, damn you, Mother.
Do they always have to say it like extended? Oh, my Elder God! Elder God, damn! Thank Elder God. Who's sinking this time? Just a stick. And some people, I guess. For them it's not really the same level as fucking Gyros. That was probably like the most powerful thing in MK11 for me, when Gyros was thrown over there. And when Raiden said that the sea is bottomless, so he would just sink forever, and I was like, ah! Oh! One single coolest thing about MK11 story. I appreciate the Shao Kahn is relevant again.
No doubt the little princess is hiding.
Whoops. Multi-kill. Nice.
Nobody is hiding, Shao Kahn. Not after your epic failure at the Colosseum. That belongs to me, Sindel.
Have it.
Jeez.
I hope you have more than that for the heir of the great Kung Lao.
Okay, Shao Kahn killed him once.
He and I have unfinished business.
I'll find Kitana.
Yeah, this is more appropriate, looks like.
It's a pity the Time Merger disrupted the tournament.
I was gonna snap your neck.
Why? Because you were afraid to face me head on?
Apply directly to the
I fear nothing,
monk. When said like that, monk really sounds like a kind of like a goon type of word, or it's like a pathetic part of a crowd of like irrelevant characters. Wow. Is it normal to grab out of rolls, or did I just time it well? I think it's normal. Oh shit! I'm looking at things, but second round. I forgot that there was gonna be a second round. Man, I'm good at this game. Also, apparently I throw punish there. I'm just like casually doing cool shit. Kung Lao as a computer really likes teleporting. And he does nothing after it. Alright, this... Jeez. Oh shit, that would have been cool if it landed. Idiot! Why does he like teleporting right to me so much?
You're a disgrace to your line. Kulao, snapping your neck would be too
Yeah, Nook. Nook. Yeah, Nook.
Tell me, did your masters teach you to swim?
Know that word. He said monk like mook.
Come, Kitana,
So question, does everyone just sink in the sea, or can Kung Lao just forever? Again, it's not relevant because everything's gonna be reset, but for this moment I'm interested. Really though, like MK11's story, it's kind of like Doom Eternal, because it's like with time travel, I really wish they didn't do time travel at all, but considering that they did do time travel, I might as well enjoy what it is. It's pretty much like in Doom Eternal when I felt like, I really wish they went the other direction with Doom, but they went the direction I don't like, but it's still a good game for what it is, so I was gonna enjoy that, and I did. But less than I did like previous entries.
Please, Mother. What spell has Shao Kahn used on you this time?
Naive girl. Your mother is not bewitched. She never has been.
She had a husband and a kingdom, and you took them away.
Learning.
Oh, Kitana. My first husband, your father, was a fool. Jared believed that we were no better than commoners. He refused to assert the privileges of our throne. He traded away our powers, our divine rights. Edenia grew weak and vulnerable. Then Shao Kahn invaded, embracing his power, taking what was his.
I guess she kinda respects him.
Here was a man
After all.
unashamed to assert his privilege, and who vowed to protect mine.
Or maybe
I
not.
had found my true love, and to consecrate our bond,
I'm still unsure.
I killed Jared for him.
You love Shao Kahn more than your own daughter?
Let the women be, chosen one. You owe me combat.
I thought they were gonna... Oh shit. God damn it, I wanted Shao Kahn to bash Kitana a bit. To...
It is my destiny to defeat.
Wow, Sindel is doing the maniac there in the background, wow.
After we kill Kronika, that will be everyone's destiny.
Even for you, that is madness.
Because I feel like Kitana just casually destroying Shao Kahn in MK11 was a bit of a disgrace, so I wanted to take revenge, but apparently I was choosing who to fight Liu Kang with. I guess it was reasonable because he mentioned Liu Kang there. I hope Sindel didn't really like defeat Kitana in this and I'm gonna choose again. Lol. Hey, it works, it works. Wow, that happened. Right? Can I guess that's the super slam, but I guess I can't enhance this, or I'm pressing the thing wrong. Can I enhance this? I forget. Did I find out if I could? Yeah, also... fucking... Oh, I did something there. Oh yeah, that was enhanced. No Money Spider, we're playing as the villains for once. Actually, yeah, this never happened in previous MK. And the story doing bad shit. Well, the beginning of Aftermath, we were kind of playing as the good guys, slightly. That's refreshing, because for once, like, it seems like the good side is losing.
He seeks Kronika's power. Why? To destroy the Empire. All who followed Katana are complicit in her treason. Your sentence is death.
That's not very diplomatic. Oh.
Grant clemency now and riches in the new era to all who renounce Kitana and fight under our command.
I guess I must have championed because many more drop frames since last time I looked, but yeah. I'm gonna look into the new plan and see. I hope my router is not interfering, because I have it connected. It's not like, I mean, surely if there's like a cable not entirely like a micrometer slightly less connected than it is, it's not gonna be like bad slow internet. It's gonna be either internet or not, surely, right? But I don't think it should interfere with my overall internet quality.
Kitana shall be put in chains. Let her suffer the anguish of defeat. And what of him?
Youch. They're gonna murder young Liu Kang. Okay, Roller, if that was... Oh, if that was responding to my thing about the cable and bad internet, that's good. Bad connect. Well...
They are unaware of our army's full strength.
I'm way too lazy to actually, like... What's the word? Research about what could be causing what I could do. But I'm gonna look at the tariff plans and see if there's another one that's not too much more expensive.
We must capture him quickly.
Am I streaming? I think I might be actually streaming in 720, I don't remember. If I switched back after whatever game it was where I switched to 720. I think it was for Paper Mario 1000 Year Door. Where did I stream after that? Super Paper Doom? I surely have switched to 1080 for Doom. You know what I'm gonna research? I'm just gonna see what can be causing dropped frames.
Go, I'll cover him.
And the tariff plans. Man, the monks look really out of place in this army. The good hexagonal rocks sprinkled here and there because they add mysticalness to the landscape. Raiden is here playing freaking Hyrule Warriors. Or what's the series called, like, at large? I don't remember. Dynasty Warriors, I guess. Oh, this is interesting champion. That's good.
Time after time, Kronika's schemes have pitted us against each other. That cycle must end, Liu Kang.
You will have to kill me.
I would rather save you.
I've been trying to map for shit. Whoa. I guess because young Liu Kang is being mauled. I've been mapping for shit high a little bit. I finished like the geometry of another map, more or less. But I've started another one, and I did a little bit of outdoors part with some cool tricks and whatnot. But when it came to doing an actual like indoor tech base,
He smashed my legs.
I have found that I do not have the imagination or like the mindset. I cannot think up like really straightforward tech base indoor environments that look interesting, because throughout all my levels with tech bases, I think, oh shit, Kotal's been killed. It has always been like centered around some giant gimmick and not just like, hey, Doom tech base. So this is like my weakest, I think, point right now in Doom mapping is, I mean, just like planning layouts and environments. I have no idea how good I am at like combat fight setups and whatnot, but out of making environments, I think I'm the worst at tech bases out of everything, so I will have to overcome that.
There's the Citadel I remember.
Can't really do just like the generic.
For the weary. Hold on to me.
When I do tech bases, I always have to like design some sort of either a gimmick or just make it like trying to make some realistic purpose to rooms and places and things, even if it's like silly and fantastical. But I cannot just like have hallways in the rooms with tech basey geometry in them
I will do it.
well enough.
Save your strength for Liu Kang.
No, brother. The crown is our burden to share.
I think my favorite theme is just like slightly natural caves and stuff like that.
Thank you.
And a little bit of like marble temple stuff. When I make some more city textures for myself, probably gonna have fun having some city stuff. But I like outdoor stuff with forests and caves. And cliffs and canyons and stuff like that.
Now bear witness, as the power to decide destiny becomes mine.
So I guess they're just not gonna explain how Shang Tsung designed the crown. Hey, now there's young Shang Tsung. I guess I didn't notice, because in the skins,
Always been your endgame, hasn't it?
in the skins he's mostly young.
The moment you are trapped in the void.
I didn't pay attention that
Kronika was wise.
his young version had the crown, not old.
With this crown, I am her equal.
Man, he looks cool, just like good face. Wife toss, not really brother toss, I guess in this case. I will want an explanation of how Shang Tsung designed the crown though. Okay, that looked a bit weird there, the face. Also, the yellow parts on his crown look like just skin and he's bald under that. Not from this angle, I guess. Yeah, from like this here. I always keep seeing his bald like top of the head for a second.
The Great Spirit will choose another. I may die, but the mantle will live on.
So I was looking forward to this stage from the trailers. I like the design here. Though I was slightly disappointed it turned out to be just another Chronica keep, or I guess the outside of Chronica keep. But this is cool. This little thing is like time freeze for a bit. I think it's exactly looks like the crystal that you collect like currency in the game. What am I doing? I'm playing a Shang Tsung, I don't know any of his moves. I'm gonna guess them. Oh, I guess I just... now I'm playing as Nightwolf. What the fuck? Okay, I dropped a cowl. Or whatever that was on him. I want to drop another cow. Earthworm gym time. I might have misunderstood the input I did to drop the cow. Shang Tsung Money Spider. Shang Tsung was... Or which one do you mean? Nightwolf and Shang Tsung both were like combat paths in between characters. I guess it's kind of a DLC still. But it's not from Aftermath. Aftermath is Shiva, Robocop, and the Fujin. These two... Shang Tsung was the first character after the main game was released. Why does he have blue shit? Didn't he have green shit?
So were they like given for free or what?
There was a combat pass with everyone. Or you could purchase them separately. I of course have the combat pass because I'm a sucker and an idiot. I don't play this game, but I want to...
What does it even mean?
Well, I mean, it's like a DLC pack thing where if you buy it, you get all the characters from that pack as they get released. Same kind of thing.
Like you could buy Aftermath and not have Nightwolf.
I'm not sure. It's possible, I guess.
And you'd still be able to play him in campaign.
That's possible, yeah, but maybe not in parts.
You think us unprepared? Your treachery is expected, sorcerer.
You are incapable of choosing the righteous path.
The path I choose ends with your soul sworn to my service. That future is now undeniable.
Fight.
Okay, so what was the Still Soul? Nah, mash, mash, mash. I'm gonna do everything eventually. Ooh, cool move. I guess he doesn't have all the like classic ninja moves. Because if you don't know, let me actually look. With some, I guess yeah, he doesn't have. But since in this game you can customize those special moves, you have like a kind of loadout thing. So not all moves are present, and in the story they have preset loadouts, obviously. But some of his moves are, he turns into ninjas that are absent in this game, like Rain, Ermac, Reptile, maybe Smoke? I think Smoke, yeah, the 4. And he just does like one move as them. I was hoping to do that, but I guess it's not available. Because I shock. Oh shit! Double team again. I guess that's the corpse drop after all. I'm just failing to do it. I'm just doing the Kazachok instead. That's kind of... How? What input is the Kazachok though? Oh, I guess it's back on that. Okay, that's a move. I knew that spear. Oh, he reflected the spear? That's a move. I guess... Oh, that's just a sweep I'm doing, I guess. Ooh. References. And song. Chronicle also kinda needed it in MK11's story. And apparently it's necessary. I guess it's necessary for anyone else to do Chronicle. Oh shit, the gods. So do they think the Shang Tsung is gonna obey them?
Keep them alive. We can siphon their powers for eternity.
All the better.
Chapman's like, why didn't I think of that? They're still floating and doing stuff to this thing. Doing stuff to this thing, hell yeah.
What now, Kronika? Shang Tsung has breached our defenses.
I'm still failing to grasp how and why he would have to design it, champion.
We will put down Shang Tsung's
I guess if it's not necessary for her to just do normal stuff. Oh, this is where... This is the part where he kills you. I guess Chronic doesn't exactly need it, but she needed it to like completely restart time completely.
I understand.
which like was not a normal thing she wanted to do by the end of MK11. She wanted to just completely reset everything, and for that maybe even she needed the crown. Am I understanding it right? I guess I'm gonna fight Chronica at Shang Tsung now.
The hourglass awaits.
Oh, okay, makes sense, champion.
Beyond that door, ultimate power.
It will be our privilege to wield.
Stop speaking about fucking privilege, Sindel.
Please, allow me.
Also, do these two really expect that Shang Tsung will just like help them and be an ally? Sindel should know better at this stage.
Pretender to my role. Your strategy has been novel, but in the end, you will not prevail.
It's kinda late, sorry for yawning. You know what would have been funny if Shang Tsung's soul still didn't work on their end? I guess it's really... There's no magical mechanic in the universe that would say that they have no souls or anything. I think they still have the souls, they're just corrupted. But if Shang Tsung stealing their souls would like do something... Oh, that's Shang Tsung Kung Lao Wing. Oh yeah! I like when Chronica gets wrecked because she's just slightly annoying. Very slightly. But mostly because she's like so high and mighty. And the kind of villain that makes you think like, makes you feel they deserve getting a little bit down. Just like Shao Kahn. Shao Kahn, you kind of think he's cool when he's doing his shit. But when he gets beaten, it's like, good. I mean, you know, the fate of the world is better without him. But with Chronica, she's slightly annoying, but very satisfying to see lose.
Chronica is my destiny. Yours is to serve me, my obedient subjects, projecting my influence throughout the realms.
You're drunk on the crown's power, Shang Tsung. In your stupor, you forget your place.
He is a dog who betrays his masters. Come, let's put him down.
Also, I kinda like Sindel always having been evil. I'm gonna have to go over... Actually, I don't really care that much, but... I trust Tab Mock's video that... it makes some things not make sense, but... I don't remember enough to care about it at this point. And I kinda like her character more as always evil, because... her being evil because she was resurrected, like... weirdly by Quan Chi. And like, controlled. It's all of these, like... They're not a character anymore when they're being completely different personality-wise because of someone's magic. Like all the Revenants. That's why nobody likes the Revenants. And Sindel is like the proto-Revenant from MK3 before Revenants were a thing. Wow, I'm glad I'm playing on easy. I wanna see if he has his fucking skulls. I wanna do the skulls. I guess if I amplify it, it's 3. But when do I amplify it? Ah! I'm bad with like a quarter circle inputs with the keyboard, but my controller is way too busted to... Like I keep walking things and it just doesn't register some side inputs from the stick. All my controllers have one stick slightly drifting. Yeah, also Scorpion, that's true. I mean, Scorpion was kind of himself. Just very angry. I feel like he didn't control his mind, he just manipulated him. I've seen Scorpion's like resurrection in any game. But Scorpion was like his own, like just mind played, not mind controlled. Wow, all the dragon butt face Shao Kahn is gonna look really weird. I guess it looks more human.
You have no one left to betray.
Well, that's their champion, but it's still like they're not evil because they believe things and see the world in a specific way or want things, but they're evil because they've been like reprogrammed to be evil.
To serve me in my new era? Or would you prefer to be wiped from history?
Sculpting the sands of time requires great power and skill. You may wear my crown, but you are not a Titan.
I wonder if there are other Titans besides Chronica. What the fuck move did I just do there? Also, I wonder if this is the exact final battle. Surely someone's gonna fight Fire God Liu Kang, or Fire God Liu Kang. Oh shit! Fire God Liu Kang is gonna fight Shang Tsung in the end. Dinosaur time? No? Not even. Interesting. Oh, that was the... How do I do the corpse drop accidentally? Maybe it's like 2 directions and then high kick. Gyros again. I wonder if this is pre-programmed to be always just Gyros. It makes sense, more than just some random characters like in the campaign. I forget who, if anyone, appeared like this in the original campaign. Wow, I just pounded him into fucking sand there. I hope Chronica doesn't beat me. She's annoying to fight because she has attacks I just like don't know how to dodge. And they took long. Like the one where she just like rewinds you back in time a little bit. That's annoying to dodge, really. I'm just doing the one thing that I know how to do. Ooh, that was a new like windmill kind of punch thing. No. Okay, that's gonna be my first fail in the campaign, except not.
Your soul is
Setsun is an elder god. I'm pretty sure.
destiny is mine.
Because she's the daughter of the Titan Chronica.
You should have accepted my offer, Chronica.
Someone else.
I would have allowed you to wield great influence. Surely, service is better than death.
I do not serve. I am a Titan.
Scarlet really did nothing in the original story. And didn't even appear here. Well,
Time and destiny are now mine to command. Every realm will bend to my will.
for some reason he just reminded me here of when Jafar turns into a genie in the original Aladdin. Like the phrase, the line he said.
Before you doom us all.
Fire God? Oh yeah. How did he arrive? Explain!
Liu Kang, I thought your duties required you stayed behind.
A lie. Something you know well.
I see now. The hourglass showed that only I could wield the crown against Chronica successfully. You let me win.
Let him win.
And
Or
to
he must
ensure
win rather.
victory, you sacrifice the lives of your friends.
Such is being an Earthrealm protector apparently.
How deliciously cold-blooded.
They are not gone, Shang Tsung. They will live again in my new era.
I guess yeah, for him it matters even less.
Era. You underestimate my prowess, chosen one. I have the crown. I have absorbed Chronica's power. You may have attained godhood, but I am the keeper of time. You are no match for me.
Chronica said much the same, Shang Tsung. You will share.
Does Liu Kang still have like short black hair underneath his grey wig? Oh goddamn, I don't know. I will replay. If they allow me to replay, I will replay both of these. I'm curious about the evil ending though.
Savor your death for eternity.
I hope they let me like chapter select.
Visions are nothing. Delusions of an adult mind.
Yeah, he said that. Yeah, wow, that's like verbatim his Raiden line. Also in the Shiva Tower that I played, there was the final like Liu Kang Fire God fight with a lot of modifiers that I just couldn't handle, and I skipped it with the skip token thing, and they still gave me like full points for all the rewards and whatnot. So I hope this doesn't. Well, I mean, this doesn't have any like modifiers and shit, so I'm just gonna spam jump kick and whatnot. I feel really like most people who play story modes for these games play way better than I. They like do combos and strings and moves. I just like my brain is not built for remembering multiple characters' moves in such a short like period of time. Oh shit! Final blow. Fatal blow rather, not final. But yeah, if I had like the incentive to dedicate myself, I could probably slightly handle fighting games, but boy do I not care. Wow, that's a lot of Shang Tsung skins and shit. And what was the last thing? Is there multicolor things? I don't know.
Breathe deeply in your final moments, chosen one. For now your existence ends in shame. All the power that was once yours is mine. Forever.
Well, that was quick, I guess. Shouldn't he have more power than anyone else he sucked it from? I guess he's really good at sucking now with the crown and all the others' power. Fire, lightning, god, time, Lord Shang Tsung. Oh, he didn't have god eyes. I'm actually disappointed he didn't have like glowing god eyes. I was fully expecting that there. I guess he just like digested the power, not put it in himself to give himself that kind of godhood. He just digested it like T-Rex. Oh, the green timeline. Oh no, this is what? Giant Shang Tsung? Yeah.
Speak.
Green timeline. These are like new green Raiden, green Fujin.
My lord, your will is done.
Outworld, Earth Realm, the Nether Realm. All are conquered.
Per your command, Chaos Realm and Order Realm are next. All realms will soon yield to your influence.
Wow, he's big. I guess if he can change shape, he can just like make himself but bigger.
It has begun.
It has begun! He's never said that line correctly after the movie. Okay, cool, let me retry.
Well, it's kind of boring. Well, I guess that's what he wanted. But just like, oh, I have the ultimate power against the timeline. I'll just like fucking conquer everything. And gonna sit on my throne and look fucking smug.
Well, that's
just boring.
That's par for the course for characters' endings in this game, I feel. Wow, that's an interesting music choice for this. So I'm guessing that the good side ending is gonna be pretty much just like back to MK11 assumptions. And probably canon. Would be you know what? I guess if they already conquered everything, it's kind of But if for like a reboot of Mortal Kombat, actually I guess there's probably no after credits scenes here, right? Skip. For like a complete reboot Mortal Kombat, like I was before, it would be cool if like super best, highest god ever was evil that time, instead of just like Liu Kang and Kitana or Raiden. Okay, yeah, there's the little checkbox there. Does it put checkboxes for when you choose a character in the main or in the... I'm not gonna do that, but... Oh, which song? Oh, I guess in the credits. Well, I skipped them. Okay. Oh, that's right. Okay, I was confused about the indications there.
This is your only chance.
My only chance. This is my triumph. And your final moment. Your worthless existence is at its end.
This is kind of cool because Liu Kang and Shang Tsung were the OG, like, Mortal Kombat enemies. Oh right, Liu Kang has cool shit that I can now just like do forever. Yeah, I'm gonna skip credits all the time because copyrights is not something I want to deal with. It's usually okay for me because I don't like rely on any sort of money from this shit. I've been giving further thought to like migrating to Twitch recently. I guess I will have to figure out my dropping frames issue before. I actually kind of want to do this like, shit. You there? Ah, I forgot. Dang it. I keep just pressing the wrong button there, but whatever. I wanted to do the enhanced flying kick, but eh.
Make no mistake, Shang Tsung. You have chosen this fate.
But yeah, if I want to migrate to Twitch, I want to have shit figured out a bit better than I do right now. Maybe some kind of screen for like before I start the stream officially, where I'm like tuning stuff, which I usually do. We have my desktop showing at that point.
No more timelines will be twisted by your evil.
I'm not gonna bother with any notifications because how the hell is that gonna be useful? But most of all the technical issues of dropping frames, which started with what, like Paper Mario era, around that kind of time. I think they started after, I mean definitely after I got the router, but not immediately. So something somewhere must have changed, I don't know. And switching to the new studio on YouTube made it better because I stopped just completely disconnecting from YouTube at least. I guess I'm gonna need to stream a lot of like stupid bullshit as practice while trying to like switch some settings or whatever, trying to find solutions to the problem. So I'm gonna do fishing at some point. I need to finish the fish game. After that there's like Doom Eternal campaign DLCs I'm still gonna do on YouTube, I guess. And maybe the other Mortal Kombat games that I wanted to stream. Maybe some original Doom stuff as well, if I feel like it. Also, there was that one game that I promised Quake Master that I wanted to check out. The Space Station Silicon Valley, I think, for N64. Apparently it's made by people... Oh, that's the figurine from MKX that was, like, in there. Who this? But... whatchamacallit, apparently, oh, Kung Lao. Is it the Great Kung Lao?
Who are you?
This is interesting.
I am Lord Liu Kang, God of thunder and fire.
God of...
Anyway, I think it's made by the same people that later became Rockstar and made GTAs. Like DMA or whatever.
Kung Lao.
Take-Two Interactive or whatever. So, it's weird looking.
Not like the Kung Lao I knew.
The Kung Lao you knew?
This is cool though, the Great Kung Lao.
Another time. I have chosen you as my champion, Kung Lao. We have work to do. You must be prepared. Trained.
Trained? For what?
He was killed by Goro ultimately. For Mortal Kombat. I didn't say for Mortal Kombat. But yeah, it looked like an interesting, like, nostalgic N64 game. And also,
this
like,
is mildly more evil ending.
Yeah, I like... Great Kung Lao is really cool to see, and it seems like far more canon. So, by that... Also, I have all these fucking fidget things here, I noticed when I'm, like, watching something. So I have my desks arranged. I've been cleaning my table a little bit. I don't know if I should. I guess I don't have anything super embarrassing right now. Anywhere. I'm just gonna spin my camera around a little bit. So my table over here, you can see, kind of. Can you? Is this lamp plugged in? Yes, it is. So let me see how much it's showing. I'm not sure how much it's showing. It's black and white. So you can see there's things here. And there's my like classic minis there, I think, in the screen above the T. Right. I'm gonna, you know what? I'm gonna expand the webcam thing. Transform, reset transform. Let's see. There's my T, my Mario Maker. This is dried apple sack. There's this the Xbox controller, the Pro controller thing. Yeah, these are the classic SNES and classic NES. And so the table was like super shit piled on, just like a half a meter in height trash. And I was cleaning it out a little bit, and all that's left is a bunch of hardware there. You could see a bunch of cables and hardware, and I really want to have a shelf with actual like glass doors that would prevent all the dust from settling in there, because wiping dust is a pain. And you could, I mean, I guess the quality of the webcam plus black and white, it didn't really, but some of those things are very covered in dust. And I want to put my MIDI keyboard there across the table, but I went on that tangent. But my thing here in front of me specifically, I'm going to remove these things with the numbers. I'm going to remove whatever the hell this thing is. Okay, so here you can see I have scissors, because I need scissors to open bags of sunflower seeds. This remote from this TV that I play Switch games on. The manual for fishing. Some other stuff there. Some, I don't know what that booklet is. And I have like this random weird thing that, let me see if the webcam can focus. I have no idea what this is. It's like metal. I have no idea part of what this is. It could be, you know what, it could be a part of like whatchamacallit, like a stand for like a camera where you screw in this, and if this top looks like, or part of this looks like where you screw the camera, but maybe not exactly. And I have this like bunch of nail clippers here, and I got this weird spring-a-majig thing that I also do. I think I found it just on the street somewhere, and just when I'm watching something and have nothing to do, I just always, it's like my fidget spinner, like ghetto fidget spinner stuff collection, because I just like fiddle with it. I get it in my fingers and I just like spin this thing. Also this pair of nail clippers here, I don't know if this is not going to be visible. This like beads thing that goes through the hole, and I keep trying to, like, you see that it ends here. It ends with this little, let's see it stabilize a little bit, with that little thing, and I kept trying to like always keep pulling it so it's like perfectly symmetrical like this, as you can see, like that, but it doesn't symmetrically on the beads. It's killing me every time, and it's super annoying. But I just like fidget with these things, and it's amusing to catch myself doing this every time when I just like have nothing else to use my fingers on. But yeah, let me fix my webcam thing. I guess I'm gonna crop it a little less than I used to. Oh, well, that was, you know what, before I completely just I'm gonna check out like some stages and whatnot, because I have not actually seen. Is there practice? I want to just practice. Do they? I think they let you pick stages, right? Okay, Hippogate. I'm guessing you probably don't, but maybe if you want to see some of these characters, like maybe Spawn or Joker or Robocop or whatever.
Well, I would like to see Spawn.
Okay. Mostly I just want to look at some stages that here. I can pick like weird white suit Joker. Whatever, fuck it, let's have Joker. Okay, so I hope this is not timed. System of, yeah, Retrocade. I guess this is the one where this like projects pixelated versions of backgrounds from the old game. Yeah, this is the one I wanted to check out. The Deadpool we fought in and the thing. The Chronica 3 stages. Soul Chamber, Chronica Skip, and the Deadpool were the new stages that were relevant to the storyline. And all of these, I think, yeah, Sea of Blood. I didn't recognize it from this picture. All of these were from the original game. I like the Fight Club and I like the outside because it's kind of like, it seems like it takes place in Russia here, the Black Market Alley. There's Russian wording in there and it's winter, so obviously it's Russia. I wanted to check out this stage. Also, I like how the background already Spawn and Joker silhouettes are kind of fighting there. Boom, 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 boom. No, this seems it's way not enough. Oh. There's way too much of that space around me there. Yeah, so you see, like, it's not just stage, it's the screens in the background. It's kind of cool looking. Okay. Also, isn't this music track from MK2?
Well, I certainly recognize it, so it must be. Since I never played MK1.
I played it a
probably
bit.
Not from MK1.
I played it enough to know the stages, but I don't know any music from it. But I recognize most music from 2 and 3. I'm trying to think which one this is. I think it could be the one with like a very purple stage.
But background is from MK1, right?
Yeah, yeah. I think it changes, or maybe it's randomized. What if I break that thing? Oh, if you jump over it, this is MK1 as well. So it's not the tower. I think it's not the Shao Kahn Coliseum, unless Shao Kahn Coliseum has the same music as the Wasteland. It doesn't sound like Deadpool or like the Tomb or the Forge. Or the Dead Forest. I think this is the like the Wasteland. This is the pit 2? No, wait. What did the pit look like in MK2? I don't even remember. This makes me just think of Ultimate. MK3 Ultimate.
No, this is definitely from 2.
I guess Ultimate just adapted 2s. Because the 1 was like really simple looking and pit 3 was this weird like inside pit. But I don't remember how pit and 2 looked at all for some reason. I guess it looked like this. Yeah, there's that forest finally. It's over. Oh wait, maybe it's the wrong projector. It's over. That forest was the last. So okay, let's see what moves we have. Can I just pin them all? Where's the button to pin stuff? And we might not have all the moves here, obviously, but okay. I guess that's against jumping. That's against people sitting down in front of you. That's cool. His cape looks kind of cool. Oh, the thing was interactable again. Wow, that tree. Has it always been to the side, this tree? I don't remember it. Like that. The very end tree. Huh. Oh, now it works. This is the temple from 3. Okay. Soul-shattering war club! That's not very soul-shattering. Okay, if he catches... Okay. Interesting. Invoking the Legion. What was that? Did it change my moves or something? Now it does this, but the first time I think... Yeah. Okay, so that puts something, and then this move does this now. I don't know how useful it is, though. Oh, okay, it's just like jump away. Subway. Classic. I guess I have like a cooldown or something. His punches, I mean uppercuts, cool. Also, some of the characters have like weird moves for just kicks and punches. This is his high kick. Apparently. Also, I'm just looking, somehow they have programmed the technology with these projectors that when the fighters move left and right, like parallax scrolling in the background is simulated because we can see it's like several layers of parallax. Hey Joker, come on. I need you to move. I guess I need to just like punch him over there. Oh, but don't I have the like the roundhouse kick? I thought it was everyone ever. Oops. I don't know what I did there, but whatever. W. Does he not have the roundhouse, or is the roundhouse not in this game? Oh well. Okay, so his low is just this. Which I guess invoking the Legion doesn't change it. Oh, there's invoking the Legion. Okay. And I guess it's randomized. So I was completely wrong. Unless that... Oh no, this is invoking the Legion, never mind. It's his freaking... I legitimately cannot tell. Oh wait, it's forward. Okay, never mind. Okay, yeah, I was right. So this is his sweep. I guess he just doesn't like to fight with his legs so much. Only one kick. It's actually, yeah, it's kind of a kick, but also a lot of cape.
Well, I mean, you see this kind of shit he has on his right leg. Probably doesn't want to move it all that much.
You'd think it would hit harder, like Hellboy with his fists in Injustice 2. Alright, I'm gonna look at his customizable. Also, I kind of want to see it just like live in the campaign, but I don't care because it's probably just a bunch of skins I don't really care anymore about. I want to look at some of the crazier customizables that are here because some of them tend to look kind of crazy worse than theirs. Okay, so that's what's this part? Vam braces. What are Vam braces?
That's on his arms.
Oh, and that's also on his arm. Or is it like the one arm and
no, that's on the leg.
I thought Greaves was the arm part. I guess Greaves is not the arm part. Okay. Brooch and mantles, not even the cape. Oh, Spawn has like boring customizables. Wait, how is this different from like the first one? Oh, it's more torn up. Blooded. Is the spelling of blooded is significant in any way to Spawn? Necroplasmator. That's the name. So I think like some of my favorite, obviously Noob Saibot has like the coolest customizable parts. Mostly his mask. Although I think one of his customizables is just this second guy. But he has some crazy ass masks here. I don't remember if I showed it before. Like the normal one, it's kind of normal. This thing looks really weird. Everything has like two color schemes. This is like fucking medieval helmet with the thing. Yeah, something else here was pretty crazy. Let me see. This thing keeps reminding me of some monster from some horror or something.
Maybe it reminds you about Vidok.
I doubt it, but it could remind me of, yeah, I could see the resemblance. The little mirror thingamajig. I was thinking some like Japanese horror maybe, or some like creepypasta thing, or there was something else that was like in my head. Like a stupid suggestion what it reminded me of. I forgot. Oh, this is just like the Batman Joker thing. Where is the crazy thing? Oh. Yeah, see like these like weird ass things remind me of some Japanese thing that I don't remember what it might be. It's just the design is very that. Also this is kind of just like completely alien looking cool thing. The previous two just make me think of like Jericho. Ah man, it was on the tip of my tongue. What was that other thing? Maybe I'll remember what I wanted to say there. It was something silly. It's like not really reminding me of that, but kind of. In some way. Oh, this again. Anba. Two-way Bali hey. Yeah, I guess that's kind of the extent of it. I don't remember who else had crazy. Joker probably has crazy. I like this little mannequin with Joker's hair. First, let's check out the costumes. I guess it's slightly different here. Which one's the more faithful to the Batman animated series? I can't really remember. I guess not the scarf, but I forget if he had his jacket buttoned or not. Oh well. That's a weird thing. There's a little 8-ball in his eye for some reason. Kind of like slightly stealing Penguin's design from the Arkham games, but he had like a beer bottle bottom. Okay, so I guess not that crazy, just a bunch of like weird colors for him. Honestly, Joker's character is vague enough that you could see that he would abandon like his usual fashion sense and just dress the most ridiculous way possible for laughs. Because he's like, hey, I laugh at how seriously people take things and how, like, when they're miserable. Might also just laugh at how stupid my suit is. Also, little fun fact, he's voiced by the same voice actor as Raiden in these games. In all the, like, NetherRealm games. So, like, I must consult with the Elder Gods. That's the freaking... Isn't this the old one from the guy with the mustache? What's his name?
I think so, yeah.
Kinda reminiscent.
From the old Batman, back when it was a comedy.
Yeah. This one's kind of making me think of... I don't know, actually. I was gonna say Jared Leto, but clearly Jared Leto has, like, shaved hair. I guess it's like Injustice, maybe. Injustice 2 Joker? Did he have, like, a weird... more hair than normal? Ouch, that... This here, I wonder if this is meant to be faceted like this, or... Probably is, honestly. Yeah, so this is, like, starting to be crazy. More like, all the hat things make him look more like Mad Hatter. Or the Riddler, I guess. That, okay, this makes me think of the Batman movie. I forget all the names. The guy who was the actor, you know, fucking the first movie Joker. What's his name?
Jack Nicholson.
Yeah. When he was, specifically when he was like smashing art or drawing over art, vandalizing.
I don't really remember it very well, but I can imagine he had something similar.
I don't remember he was wearing like a beatnik fucking thingamajig hat, but for some reason this makes me think. Also, just like the face with having less hair makes me think of that for some reason. I need to look up like... Ooh, that's cool looking. There's some crazy inventor like Mechanicus or some shit. I want to see... Ooh.
What the fuck?
Interesting. I wonder if they're gonna have the skin where he's like has his face skin torn off and then wears it as a mask, like in the new comics. Probably not, because that would probably be a bit of a pain to like model on top of his normal face. But yeah, I just want to hear about a bunch of interactions of Johnny Cage and Joker pre-fight. Hey, little Mortal Kombat. Vote for Joker. Now combinations of other things. Okay, this is not nailed on. So I guess now he doesn't have that. So the Noob Saibot got the... Oops. Wow, this is taking a long time to say. Noob Saibot got the Joker Batman Who Laughs thing. Yeah, I don't care. For some reason, suddenly I really want some Cheetos. The cheese kind. Anyway, so Noob Saibot got that. I didn't even know what the hell that was. So there are a couple other DC skins in here. Such as... Or was it like Cassie? No, Cassie has... I know, but You can probably guess whose DC character Cassie has here. Looks kind of fat on this. I'm gonna be honest. Just a bunch of Harley Quinn skins for no good reason. Then I think it must be Kitana, surely. Yeah, she has Catwoman skins for some reason. I guess she is like the closest costume to Catwoman. Coolest Catwoman is from The Batman, the animated show that was like made by the same people as Jackie Chan Adventures. Also, the coolest Penguin, and probably the coolest Riddler. And I kind of like their Joker as well. Everyone says he's like a weird barefoot gorilla from Jamaica, but I quite like the Joker from that show as well. The show itself was kind of like really average, but some of the designs were pretty cool. Alright, Garrus has a dark side skin. I'm not even gonna bother showing that because it's boring. But maybe I'm... Oh! Kano! Appropriately enough. Skins, looks like. Unless it's just Kano being that. And probably not Cabal. Yeah. I keep remembering someone and then I'm sidetracked by someone else. Someone else had some DC. Baraka had a skin. I have chosen just like the most standard Baraka here, but he has killer skins. That's kind of alright, but if only Reptile was in this game, I guess it's kind of having Reptile in Mortal Kombat 11. And I don't think anyone else like extra skin. I mean, there's a bunch of skin packs that I just own because I have like the packs and whatnot. Some of them have like weird Halloween style skins like they did in, but not everyone. This is new, but I'm not sure where I got it. For some reason I just picked Devourer with no clothes because apparently this is my thing. Oh well. Anyway, I guess this is enough. Nothing else to do in the crypts, nothing else to do really anywhere. MK11. I mean, it's as expansions and DLCs are. It's shorter, it's slightly more boring, and you care slightly less about it, but it's a little bit more of the thing you liked, and it's kind of cool. So I'm gonna leave it at that. And I think it's about time to end.
Sindel is fucking hot. Well, when she's alive.
Who?
Sindel.
Oh. I don't know. I've never been into the kind of female character design with like that, you know, everyone has high heels in Mortal Kombat for some reason, but people like Sindel, they're like, you know what, this character will always have high heels no matter what, and a lot of like eyeliner and lipstick and just like cosmetics. It's like Bayonetta, for example, like those kinds of designs. I'm just like, I don't find them appealing in any way.
It's not about how she looks, but like,
or just
about
behavior,
how she acts. Sort of.
I guess. I mean, in this game, no one's fucking hot at all. But I guess Kitana and Jade are generic. Sonya was cool. I like Frost, honestly, if she was not a robot. Scarlet's kind of creepy. Shiva and freaking, what's her name? God of Nature. Could be alright. Cassie and Jackie are just like, I don't like them. And I'm not gonna give any of them numerical numbers. Of course, I'm not gonna comment on fucking Insect Lady. What's her name? Did I find anyone in Mortal Kombat? I guess Melina is not really right for that either, because she's a weird monster. Tanya maybe. Tanya's just like the most normal, simple looking without any weird ass gimmicks or character traits that are just annoying. I don't know. I have not given it much thought. Chronica's not bad as well. Especially when she gets beaten up. Anyway. Yeah, as I was gonna say, I'm not sure when I'm gonna do like fishing and all the other stuff that I wanted to do, but for now, this is it. This was fun. I'm not sure it was worth all the money I paid for it. But honestly, like Mortal Kombat, I don't play Mortal Kombat. I never just play Mortal Kombat and get good at it or get competitive or anything remotely. But like Smash Ultimate, fighting games for me are just about like the cool characters that are featured in them. That's why I don't like any other fighting game series, because those characters I just don't like. Mortal Kombat characters appeal to me on the coolness factor alone, kind of like Turok. But you know, the world lore looks kind of cool as well. It's not very like deep or thought out, but just like the vibes of it, the atmosphere of it, the setting is just cool in these games. In really the way that I like. It's like a mishmash of really cool things that is taken seriously from within the universe, and would be like slightly ridiculous from the outside, like as we observe it. So for me, fighting games were always about just like having these cool characters like sitting there on a cartridge or on a disc somewhere, ready if I want to just like walk and jump as them a little bit. Just like these cool characters that I can potentially control a little bit if I want, which I never do, but it's just cool to have it. And I guess Mortal Kombat honestly costs as like my bi-weekly trip to the, or half of my bi-weekly trip to the groceries, so I can afford to just have it for that if I don't like spread my life to all the games with Mortal Kombat. I didn't even buy Injustice 2 because even though I like DC characters kind of, mostly Batman and his villains, I bought Injustice 1 and I regretted it because I just couldn't like even play it. I couldn't even pass the tutorial because it's just different from Mortal Kombat enough where I can't even deal with it. So I probably, only if Injustice 2 goes on like 9% sale am I gonna buy it. But yeah, oh yeah, that Goro art looked familiar a bit there. So my opinion on Mortal Kombat has always been purely for the like story or character coolness standpoint. Nothing gameplay wise. I don't see when the like animations are bad, like everyone says MK animations are always bad. I really don't see it because I'm just like, some things get pointed out, I can kind of see it, like some weird ass kicks and punches in X, for example, with balance and stuff like that. Honestly, like Smash Ultimate is more annoying for me to play because on Smash Ultimate I cannot tell what the hell is going on, where my character is, what he's doing, like what animation he's in, what state he's in, why I cannot do the moves that I'm inputting because he's doing something else. I'm just like, I cannot tell what the hell is going on the screen in Smash Ultimate. In Mortal Kombat at least I can because it's slow enough for me and simple enough. But yeah, I don't know where I'm going with this. Just like, my opinion on Mortal Kombat doesn't mean much to anyone, but from where I sit, it's serviceable enough. MK11 that is. It's cool in many ways, it's serviceable in many ways, and in ways I don't care about. It's probably the worst parts of it, like gameplay. Many people think that EXO is better. I cannot tell. So this was fun and a good excuse. Next time I'm gonna fish, I'm not gonna say when. I don't know. I'm gonna announce it on Discord like 5 minutes prior, maybe not even. But for now, thank you all for tuning in. A couple new people were there. Shao Kahn left, but I don't know. I think like 1 or 2 other guys just said hello and that was it. Which I don't blame them for, because someone who's just jumping and uppercutting, you'd rather see like stream compilations of reactions to story cutscenes, but this story doesn't really have anything. I'm probably not going to be watching like blind playthroughs of this, because it's just not exciting enough for anyone to react in like interesting ways. Not much like mind-blowing stuff happens, I feel. Then again, it could be some cool part. Anyway, this doesn't matter. Some cool parts, maybe it's at some point I will watch. Doesn't matter. See you next time, goodbye.
What? We're ending.
Yeah, I am like really just wrap things up.
Ah, okay. Goodbye.
Also, this part here is mirrored along both axes, just wanted to point it out.